Okay, we've got about 45 seconds left before this will start up, so we'll just wait for that to come through. Just wait for other people to obviously be able to come in and pop by. And yeah, so it is Thursday the 3rd of March, and apparently I had not intended to do this, but a happy 5th anniversary to the Nintendo Switch, which is very, very appropriate. Okay, apparently my head is not moving. Why is that? Oh wait, there we go. Okay, it's connecting now. Okay, just check. Yep, that is. Okay, finally, actually, let's head over into the game. Are you having trouble seeing me today, camera? Are you having trouble seeing me today? Okay, it looks like it. Okay, so that may be a few issues with the tracking today, unfortunately. But yeah, so I had no idea, but this is happy 5th anniversary to the Nintendo Switch. So I did make a mistake at the end of last stream where I basically cut off right before a whole load of cutscenes. So it's a good thing I had my regular game saved because we now need to go back to it and actually do it properly. So ignore the fact that you can see all sorts of details here, like pins we've never even seen before. So let's just go like next.
Phew, looks like we won.
That definitely felt tougher than yesterday. I thought we were done for. Or are we already done for, seeing as we're dead? You think if we had died back there, we would have come back to life, like a double negative?
Let's just say that we won. Not till you grab the pin. Doesn't count unless you reap your reward. Huh? What pin? Huh?
What do we have here? My eyeliner put up a real struggle this morning. But it looks like my luck has turned up, just like my wingtips. Finders keepers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I've heard a lot about you wicked twisters. I hadn't heard you were so precious, though. Even if you are a bit slow on the uptake. Can't have it all, I suppose.
Sorry, but who are you?
Oh, sorry. Where are my manners? My name's Kanan Tachibana. I'm the leader of the Varia Beauties.
So one of those other teams. Huh? Today's results are in. The Varia Beauties effortlessly erased today's target, but the Ruin Bringers remain on top. Wait, but we're the ones who erased the target.
Bless your heart. Did no one tell you? You won't earn any points without this pretty little baby.
Oh, that pin.
Oh, and make sure you pick up any pins you see lying around.
Oh, and you'll want to pick up any pins you happen to find. Trust me.
Remember, to the pinner goes the spoils. After all, these babies are this season's must-have item. I know it's a competition and all, but still, I hate to steal it from you.
Don't worry about it. There's plenty more pins in the sea.
Hang on, Fret.
Aw, aren't you a little sweetheart? Since you already got my name, mind if I get yours?
I'm Tosai Furusawa, but everyone calls me Fret. And this is my buddy Rindo. I guess he's like the leader of the Wicked Twisters. Or something like that.
Pleased to meet you, Fret. You too, Rindo. We may be rivals, but here's to a fair fight. Oh, and thanks again for the pin. See you tomorrow. Ciao, boys.
Ciao.
Great. All that work and nothing to show for it.
At least now we know what a real team looks like.
Intimidating. That's what.
Yeah, I was too scared to ask for the pin. Especially with that gaggle of guys behind her. They looked like a real bunch of grinders. You know, cranking out that EXP. And Kanon was super cool, am I right? Man, I hope we get to see her again.
Dude, are you?
A complete moron?
Whoa. Oh, hey there, Shoki.
Frankly, I'd say you're both morons for giving up all those points like that. Has no one told you the only way to escape the game is to come in first? Or that you'll be, like, absolutely screwed if you end up in last?
Maybe.
Don't tell me you're waiting for someone to say this is all some sick joke. Snap out of it. This game is 100% real. Maybe you could at least try to act like your lives are at stake here? And shake things up while you're at it. Everything's been so predictable.
Wait, how are our lives at stake if we're already dead?
Here's an idea. How about you find a new friend?
Come again?
It's like this. Word around town is another player's joined the game. Sounds like they're a real wild one. But beggars like you can't exactly afford to be choosers. Think it over. Later, losers.
Gotta say, I don't like the sound of being absolutely screwed. Although we kinda already are, since we can't contact anyone. Are we seriously dead? That would really suck.
Wait. Swallow and I were texting earlier today, weren't we? Looks like my message went through just fine. Maybe we've just got bad reception?
So yeah, how is the new recruit? I'd say they got potential. How much potential are we talking here? Enough to spice up our little game? Yeah, won't know until we throw him in the pot and crank up the heat. And maybe we'll see whether you meet your high standards. There's something about him for sure. The two I met yesterday weren't bad either. Is that so? Yeah, I got a good feeling they'll put on a good show for us. Things are gonna get wild. Huh. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I trust your instincts. Got a real sixth sense when it comes to troublemaking. There we go, end of day 2. Get twisted. So we'll just go into this one very quickly just to get the immediate cutscenes, and then I will be going back to my standard save that I was doing on Tuesday. Yeah, today is Thursday, indeed.
Today is unequivocally the worst. Wait, it's you. Come to add insult to injury, have you?
What? No.
Well, this time I come prepared. You shall pay for my misery!
Ah!
Yes, very interesting. What misery, what consequences are we talking about?
Ah! Why are you yelling?
'Cause you were?
Anyway, here we are. What was that?
Yep, just you and me.
Another vision, just like before.
Wonder what today's mission will be.
Maybe it was a dream.
That's your cue?
Does that mean I was sleeping just now?
Earth to Rindo.
Yeah?
You good? You spaced out on me there.
No, I didn't. So, any word on the mission?
See? You're a grade A astronaut. Anyway, Space Case, I haven't heard anything yet.
How about that?
Find the scattered letters and make them whole. The door shall open to those who seek it. So, finding these letters will lead us to the target?
Guess so. Doesn't sound too bad.
Say, buddy,
What?
do you remember that stuff Shoki told us yesterday?
Kinda.
It's like this. Word around town is another player's joined the game. Sounds like they're a real wild one. But beggars like you can't exactly afford to be choosers.
Like I said, it's just you and me, and Mr. Minami, sort of. But Kanon had a whole army marching behind her.
Fair.
Which is why we ought to expand our ranks. You know, strategy.
Right. Strategy.
Speaking of Mr. Minami, it is safe to assume he's coming back, right?
Wouldn't pass up a chance to observe an irregular prime. Count me in.
Mr. Minami, my Mina man!
Speaking of irregular,
Listen up, Zeptograms. Forget about today's mission.
You sure about that?
Of course. Sure, we pass up earning a few points now, but we can make up for our losses if we pick up a new player today.
Sounds like we're on the same page. Strategy!
right, cool. But, like, do we need another teammate? Especially if they really are a wild one. What if they just end up dragging us further down?
Can't really get any further down than last place, dude. Plus, I'd rather have an extra weirdo around than be a player down.
Minamimoto's practically 10 players in one.
My multiplicative property may be impressive compared to standard integers. But the Ruin Bringers don't play by the rules of rational numbers.
Are these Ruin Bringers really all that tough?
Let's just say they're an aggregate function of a higher order. And since you're not interested in getting on their level, I'm done here.
No, wait! Come on, Rin dude. Let's go look into this new player. Gonna scan the city!
There he goes. With no idea what he's getting us into.
Yeah, Fret is very much the excited friend. So anyway, with that, obviously let's go back to our standard save file, which was this one. And we should turn up in exactly the same place, but just with our first playthrough. Let's just wait a moment for that to load in. Yep, and there we go. We're level 7 out of 7, and we want to see what is on people's minds.
Gotta focus.
Oh my gosh, today's our last chance to snag that special pin. The one Hachiko Cafe is offering with that promotional menu. Yep, we better go line up now. They're only available while supplies last. Oh, good call. Let's hurry over to Q-Front then.
Rindo.
Wonder if they're trying to get their hands on the player pin. Who's trying to what? Those girls? They said something about trying to get themselves a special pin. Smells like a clue that could lead us to that new player. Bit of a stretch, don't you think?
Hey there.
Already after that new player? Who knew you two were such go-getters?
Hey,
Hey, Shoki. Let me guess. You're hoping you'll get lucky and just bump into them wandering around the city. Actually, we've got a plan. We do? News to me. You know what? I'll throw you guys a bone. I actually saw them on Center Street just now. For real? And how do we know you're not trying to tick us? Wow, someone's got a short memory. Who was it that tipped you off about this player in the first place? You? Oh, nice to see one of your brains is still semi-functional. Frankly, I don't care whose team they join. I just want something fun to watch. Although at this point, somebody else might have already recruited them.
Hey,
Like, man, I sure hope not. Really? You hope not? Are you even trying to win? Like, do you realise that being stuck in dead last literally makes you two the biggest losers? Anyway, this girl's got a busy day ahead of her. And later, losers. Hey there, Fanatic. How are you doing today? So we're just getting started up. We had a couple of cutscenes after the boss battle from Tuesday. And basically, we are looking for a new player in the game to join our team. How does she always manage to be so damn annoying? Yeah, call it a gift. Either way, not like we've got any other leads. Why don't we try taking her advice? Come on, let's head to Center Street. Fine, I guess. So there we go, and we are immediately just going back to Center Street. So, doing good, just made it back home. Hopefully that's, you weren't impacted by too much traffic or anything. Hopefully it was more of a finishing work and settling back home kind of thing.
Hey.
Yeah, whoa, get a load of this line. All these people in this place isn't even open yet. Dang. What would you say? You want to check it out? After you. Oh, I'm not sticking around. I'm looking for that new player. Yeah, got a bunch of people in Plaid there.
Sup?
And a Reaper. Like, trying to get through to Center Street. Yep. Go shopping at 104 and get some Jolly Bacall to wear. So, one piece of Jolly Bacall.
Yeah.
And wear it. So go out there and be the all-you-can JB. So let's go over here, and we want to head to 104. So this is now actually starting to explain the mechanics of shopping to us. So of course the question is, you know, we're dead in the underground, how can we buy things?
Quit?
Oh, my.
And here is Canon. So you did just about miss these cutscenes, Fanatic, but Canon here is the leader of the Varia Beauties, which is one of the rival teams in the game. Oh, 2 buses and traffic. Oh, not good. Hope your transport tomorrow is better. Yeah, my, fancy meeting you here, Fret to Rindo. How goes the letter hunt, boys? Made any progress? Yep. Well, actually, no. Oh, but not like no. More like yes, no. Yeah, Fret kind of has a semi kind of crush on Canon. Ah, sounds like you boys down on your luck. Well, maybe running into you is a sign our fortune's looking up. My, aren't you the charmer? Say, I know we're technically rivals, but if we would need to talk about something, I'm always happy to listen. And, well, have you heard about a new player? I have, only a few whispers though. Are you trying to find them? Honestly, can't say that we are, not actively anyway, but I'm keeping an eye out just in case. Because you think they could pose a threat?
Really?
Huh? Oh, sounds like you've heard more about this player than me. But no, I'm just keeping an eye out because I'm curious. So you don't want to recruit them? Not really. The Varia Beauties and I have been going strong for a while now. Wouldn't want to jeopardise the balance by adding a new player to the mix. Right. It's one thing to welcome someone you know and trust into the fold, but bringing a total stranger on board is a much riskier endeavour.
Right.
Safe to play it safe then? Well, not necessarily. I'm not sure how safe you boys are all by your lonesome. Reaching out to someone new might be a risk worth taking.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I think we should invite the new player to join us, but someone just won't listen. Well, here's hoping that someone comes around. But what are you going to do about the mission? Yeah, nothing really. Sure, we'll take a hit today, but with the aid of our new ally, we'll be back on top tomorrow. Can't get back on top when we've never been there in the first place. Well, speaking of your teammate-to-be, I'll share a bit of gossip with you boys. A little Reaper told me the new player's got a pretty monstrous pin collection. Huh, monstrous, I just love the little imagined spot for this one. Yeah, apparently so. Maybe they aren't so new to the game after all. Sorry I can't be of more help, boys, but I think you can take it from here. Ciao! You know, that Canon's one kind lady. I'm gonna make her proud. Whose team is he on here? You heard what Canon said about that new player being a real enthusiast, right, Rindo? I bet they could be a real asset to the team. Come on, let's head over to Center Street. Listen, Sherlock. What if you're not right? And what if we don't find them? Are we going to keep searching tomorrow? Yeah, shouldn't we hold off thinking too much about tomorrow until today's over? If we look hard enough to find this player today, we won't have to worry about him tomorrow. Yeah, but...
Alright, come
no
on.
buts. Didn't you hear what Callan said? It's too risky for us to go it alone like this. And if this mystery player's got a ton of pins, then they're probably super experienced. If Callan thinks we should bring them on board, then I think we should too. Let's just hope Callan doesn't tell you to jump off a bridge next. So we need to put something on from Jordan Bacall. Shouldn't be that expensive, but maybe we can sell some of the extra pins.
Rindo.
I've been thinking, how are we supposed to buy clothes when no one in the RG can see us? Good point. Yeah, starting to feel like we're majorly screwed right now. And hello, Kaye. Why long faces, chums? It occurred to me I forgot to explain how bartering works in the UG. See the sticker posted here? A couple of skulls and some Reaper wings. Yep. Any retailer that sports this sticker serves players and RG folks alike. Splendid, wouldn't you agree?
Oh.
So yeah, in the first game it's explained a little bit more. It's, from what I remember, it's more that stores that have that sticker are visible in both the RG and the UG. But obviously as soon as someone from the UG pops out, they just become invisible again. So yeah, now we can shop till we drop Oli over to Jolly Bacall. So approach a shop, press the A button to step inside. No one store is ever the same and each one sells a variety of unique items. So there are 13 different brands of fashion. 13 different brands across Shibuya, and there are also multiple food places as well. But we'll have a look at the food places in a bit. And of course, contactless payment via Shibuya Pay is the only method of monetary transfer. But of course, we can always sell our extra pins. So we're actually going to leave Jolly Bacall until last because I want to have a look at the other two stores in here. And if you remember, if you played The World Ends With You, the first one, you might see a few similar things here. So, I'm just going to bring something up quickly. Hopefully I'll be able to add it to the stream. So, one of the characters in the first game was your partner for the first week, Shiki. Okay, yeah, that is a good picture. Let's get that one up. Open in a new tab, and then we just basically want to do a browser, so let me do that quickly. And do that. Okay, let me just actually adjust it. So this, then I get it up in a moment. So this is Shiki, your partner from the very first game. And yeah, some people might be looking at that and seeing a few interesting things. Like for instance, the hat that looks somewhat familiar. So anyway, so we have a couple of things. Turnabout strength. So all of these have abilities, and they also have various HP attack and defense boosts, and also a style. So you can see down in the bottom where I've actually covered it up with that one. So let's actually just delete that. So we can see at the bottom we have Rindo, Fret and Sho Minamoto, all with different stats and numbers. And we can see here that if Rindo or Fret were to wear this, they don't have the required style, so the ability Turnabout Strength would not apply. However, if we were to give it to Minamoto, it would. However, he doesn't quite have enough style for this one, and obviously we don't have enough money for any of that either. So let's go to Jolico and see what we can actually buy.
Well, howdy.
We have 1,000 yen, which is about $10. But luckily, we do have a few pins that we can sell. So, in the first game, I was so careful with all of this. So let's actually sell 3 of those. Because in the first game, you could actually take the currency pins into battle with you. So do we want vehicular assault? Not really. So we'll just grab the cheapest item, which is just the cap here.
Y'all come back now.
And so in the first game, yep, use the L or R buttons to access the threads, put on the clothing, and let's just have a look at Topo.
Hello there.
So resonance and attack boost for Fret, but we don't have enough money for any of that. But that should change shortly because we will be going through a few different battles. So we want to put on that item of clothing. So, say buddy, isn't it about time for lunch? Man, I'm so hungry I'm practically gonna die again. And we're being indicated towards the burger restaurant that is here. So here we go. So basically, as we level up, we get better attack. But
Hey there.
leveling up will only increase your HP, but dining at restaurants will give your stats a permanent boost. Characters' stats will improve more from eating their favourite foods, so try a variety of dishes for big boosts. So as it says here, we have a burger shop, Justice Burger. So we have various different things, and as we can see, each one has its own stat bonuses. So what we are actually looking for at the moment is some style. So that is the superhero soda. Rindo loves it, Fret hates it, and Sho Minamoto likes it. Hi there, Farsin! Oh my goodness, oops. Whoops, I forgot to remove that image. Whoops. I removed it on my regular one, but I forgot to remove it on the stream. Whoops. Hello! Oh my goodness, it's so glad to see you in the stream. How are you doing? How are things? Hopefully you're in a good place. Hopefully you are in a good place. Anyway, we'll do all of that. We'll order that food.
Well, let's eat.
Man, I am starving!
Doesn't taste that bad.
I can't get enough! Anyone want the rest of mine?
There we can see that Minamoto got a tasty bonus, so his style, instead of going up by 1, goes up by 4. And because we want the style to go up, we'll do that again.
Well, let's eat.
Doesn't taste that
And
bad.
oh my goodness, another tasty bonus. Wow. Okay, so apparently Minamoto really likes his soda. So third order.
Doesn't taste that
Anyone
bad.
want the rest of mine?
Yeah, oh my goodness. Okay, he loves this. We are getting so many. Oh no, we don't have enough money. We can only afford 1 soda, and unfortunately we need to order for every single one. So you know what's going to happen?
Let's have a look.
Let's go and do some battles. And of course, I keep forgetting that is like, obviously I have my main game file where I've got all the end options and such and all the fancy things. Don't necessarily have that here, so let's go. That should be 5. Yep, 5 is the absolute maximum we can do. So drop rate only 5, but that won't matter. We're not farming for pins. We are honestly
this
more
in the
wanting a
bag.
bit of money.
You're done for! Yes, got it! We're on a run!
Okay, so wolves are annoying because they will just grab you and they run as well. There we go. Okay, got them, got them.
Hey, not bad. Just doing my job. Hands up! Did I do that? You sure did. Take out the trash. It's over.
Yeah, okay, so that's rock attacks that Minamoto has isn't great when it comes to the wolves, but we've managed to get all those. Oh my, though we've already lost a third of our HP. That is not good. That is not good.
Let's accelerate this.
Okay, and we have to focus on the big bear.
Did I do that? You sure did. Keep it up. Perfecto. That all you got?
Yeah, I was going to say these ravens should be weak to stone.
Keep it going.
Kind of simple rock, paper, scissors elemental items.
Too many cheese for you.
And there we go.
Hardly even a practice test.
Was that okay?
Could be worse.
Yes, got it. Nice one, Red Dude. Oh yeah. Yes, got it. Too many cheese for you. Stupid crackle. Nailed it. Let's keep it going. Ain't no stopping us now.
And we should be on revision 4. We've got a 100% groove, so I'm just going to slam down the beat drop on all of these aggravating wolves.
Are you ready for this?
And there we go. That should keep them.
How's that? Let's
Come on.
keep it going. Time to take out the trash. Got it.
Just we're adjacent.
Okay, managed to get them to stay still while we attack. And just get the last jellyfish.
All you got? We're on a roll. Oh yeah. Too many cheese for you.
There we go. And we should basically be able to level up. No worries on the HP because that will be completely refilled. Let's go for the... Let's get you...
Ain't no stopping us now.
Maybe not.
Stupid crackle. Not bad. Yes, got it. Nice one.
Okay, maybe not, maybe not. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not.
Hey, not bad. Just doing my job.
There we go. Level up. Okay. I was expecting that to be a bit soon.
Too many cheese for you. Say good. Yes, got it.
Okay, come back here. There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, situation pretty bad. They're going to declare martial law. And what are your honest options when that happens, though? I know things are going to be difficult, to say the least. Anyway. Okay, and we get Sugar Beam evolved into Nighty Night Beam, and level up for a couple of other pins as well. And evolution, Marvelous Crash into Kratos Kiss. Yeah, we did get 600 yen and a few extra pins, so 7 just up ahead, 6 Rapturous Rabbits, some of those we can sell, and another Midorigami that we could potentially sell if we've got a few of them. But for now, that was a close call. Yeah, those losers almost took every seat in the cafe. Well, we got our voucher, that's all that matters.
Welcome.
So, these books are kind of not necessary for when you actually play the game. What they are used for is to 100% the game and complete your collection. So let's sell 3 of those. We've got 3 Midorigami, and let's sell 4 of those. Yeah, that looks pretty much like everything.
Have a nice day.
So yeah, we've now got some funds back. Which means... Now, do I actually want style? Are we going to actually be able to go to Hachiko Cafe? I wonder. This may be locked behind a plot point. Yeah, that's locked behind a plot point. Okay. We can go to Hachiko Cafe later. So instead we'll just go back over to Justice Burger and order some more sodas. Because what I want is just mass amounts of style for
let's eat.
everything. Oh, and there we go. Tasty bonus. +5 defense for both Rindo and Minamoto.
Doesn't say so bad.
Want the rest of mine?
Order up. And we reach
let's
100%
eat.
fullness.
Doesn't say so bad.
Want the rest of mine?
Unfortunately, no benefits to that. So better wait until you're hungry again. So basically, where we can see in the top right where we have that battery icon, basically we can only eat a certain amount of food before that gets full, and we need to basically battle to reduce that down to 0 before we can eat anything else. So, and we'll just slap this on Window. We need 111 style to actually get the bonus for it. Huh. Sounds like Hachiko Cafe is really hopping. Just overheard someone losing their mind over that promotional menu. Said it's almost gone.
How come?
I guess it's a limited time thing. You really think it's worth waiting in line? Yeah, probably not. Well, let's see. People are saying something about a voucher? A voucher for what? Does it matter right now? Come on, leave no stone unturned, right? Looks like the special menu is part of a promotion for a game or something. The fans are rushing over there to pick up a voucher and some swag, and they're always sold out. Nice sleuth in there, buddy. That saves us a trip. Guess that voucher didn't matter after all. Gee, if only someone had said that earlier. Okay, so we've got a message from the Reaper Network service. So what is this one? New part of town opened up. Guess everyone's making good progress with the mission. Yeah, everyone but us. Come on, let's go. Here we go. We are wearing something from Jolly Bacol.
Really?
And that opens up this blocked wall here, and we get 5,000 yen. And I have said this on the previous stream, but yeah, you are probably going to see me bopping along to some of the songs in this. So we finally got to the area. It's time to find our enthusiast pal. So we need to scan out the area. How do we know we're talking about our player when all we know is that they've got a load of pins? I'll just let them do the brain work. We just kick back and scan. So how about we see what's on everyone's minds? Galaxy Brain, activate! And yeah, Rindo, you have to say it out loud. And of course, scanning also means that you attract the noise. So it is a battle time.
More trash for the heat. Time to take out the trash. Such simple equations.
We're on a roll! Ain't no stopping us now!
Okay, I don't think I've got any pins that are good against the jellyfish. So we're just going to have to do hard work and pick them out in the
Nice one, Rin, dude!
standard way with just the regular pins.
Could have been worse.
There we go, Rapturous Rabbits and another Midarigami. Yeah, that was close. Might not have been so close if we had a little extra power though. Hint, hint. Never mind that, it was Fret who scanned the area and decided to bring in a bit of the noise. So, we scanned around and we can see this person, but anything in their mind is just absolute gobbledygook. Can't scan these guys for some reason. Yeah, once again, a couple of people in plaid and Baseball caps. Maybe that just means they're players like us. They got the same pins and everything. Heh, sounds like you just proved your theorem. Wonder what brought them here. Maybe they're snooping for clues about the mission. Then why are they inspecting each person that passes?
Oh man.
Wait, do you think they're looking for the new player too? There's a high probability. What do you say? Reduce them to 0 before they expand? No, I don't want to fight them. Look, they're moving. Where do you think they're going? Well, scan the area. Overheard those limited edition pins were available at Tokyo Hands. Maybe the players headed over there to grab some. Yeah, that's just past Center Street, right? Front of Tipsy Toes Hall. Not far from here, and it just opened up.
Hang on.
So if we run into the other team, we just do what to any other garbage we find. Crunch! Yeah. And of course, new area for us means new shop, Donbury Town. Of course, we can't order anything here because we are still too full. But you can see some of the things, some HP up, defense, style, and various things. But honestly, aside from the sodas, I'm probably going to be waiting out for day 4 because you can actually unlock a brilliant item to gain or increase your style there. Oh good, I thought the game had crashed for a moment then. So, Tipsy Toes Hall. Here we go. That line was wild. I think they ran out of pins. Well, I'd hope we bought at least one for every voucher they printed out. But yeah, a limited edition pin, and everyone has been scrabbling to go and get them. And there we go. So someone's saying that they got a pin and she is so happy. And let's just check here. Wonder if all these folks are waiting in line for that pin. According to that sign, they probably are. All waiting together. What does that say? Elegant strategy pin? You heard of this thing before? Nope, must be pretty popular. More importantly, any sign of that player? Oh, yeah, let's look for them. We want to have a look around. Check here. Phew, just in time. Any later we would have missed out. Seriously, good thing we lined up at the cafe when we did. I know, right? Oh, sounds like they ran out of pins. Wonder if that player ended up getting their hands on one. Oh, my life is over. Without that pin, existence is meaningless. Did you hear something? Goodbye, happiness, I hardly knew ye. Yeah, and it's getting louder. Life is too great for me to bear. What is it? Who's there? Perhaps I ought to simply end it all. My life is over. My life is over. I fail to see how my lot could get any worse. And yeah, I just love the like kind of chibi reaction shots that they sometimes do. Ah? We glided, but how is this possible? Wait, it's you. Come to add insult to injury, have you? Oh, no. Well, this time I come prepared. You shall pay for my misery. But yeah, anyone else thinks she's kind of got the wrong end of the stick?
Here I go again, getting all worked up and strolling into the mind of a stranger.
What does that even mean?
Today is unequivocally the worst.
This is why I didn't want to get involved.
For the record, I didn't ask for this either.
Huh? Am I hearing things? I already have enough on my plate keeping an eye on that Minamimoto guy. I really don't need any more loose cannons in my life.
Your words wound too harshly. I've done nothing to you. Until now. Now you show no punishment for hindering my pursuit of happiness. You'll rue the day you mocked me for failing to obtain that ES pin.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think this girl's got the wrong idea.
Speaking of which, who would dare deny anyone the delights of elegant strategy? Only a degenerate ape, that's who!
This whole mess is Fret's fault anyway. And Minamimoto's only around to cause trouble.
And then you have the nerve to blame everyone but
What?
yourself!
No! I was against this from the beginning. Even if everything goes south, it won't be my fault.
Enough! I've grown weary of your moaning. This whole Reaper's game is most detestable. I give it a negative 200 out of 10. My worst ever review. So edgy. 'Tis I, Nagi the Edgelord. Now my edgy wrath.
What?
Wrath!
My head. I can barely think straight. Everything's fading. Am I dying? No. Come on. Not like this. Hang on. I'm having some serious deja vu. This happened before. Can I make sure it doesn't? Think, Rindo, think! What did she keep talking about? Something like elegant strategy. What if I can get her that pin?
Oh, here we go, replaying with Rindo. Rindo could travel through time to revisit previous points in the recent past. The actions you take and information you learn will affect the time frames to which you can return. Keep in mind that certain areas may be off limits when you roll back the clock. So our only option is to go back to Tipsy Toes 4, where we were there at 1 PM. And of course we overhear these two people talking about the line. Yep, for the pin. I'd hope at least they bought one for every voucher they printed. So yeah, we have indeed gone back in time. Oh, not so fast, Fret. Why don't we buy one of those pins for ourselves? Hear me out. There's something fishy about that pin, right? Just saying it wouldn't hurt to look into it. And who knows, we might even bump into that new player while we're there. That's a really good point actually, let's get going. Well, that was easier than I thought, just hope I'm on the right track here. This whole time travel thing is making my head hurt. We've barely even started, come on. Like, what the hell's an elegant strategy anyway? Actually, what is it? Started off as a mobile game, charming cast of characters captured the hearts of players worldwide. So a flashy dating sim? Franchise has expanded to include animated adaptations, novelizations, live-action films. Fancy ES's growing fame as a double-edged sword. Thrilled though they are with its acclaim, they lament the shortage of ES merch due to increased demand. Though getting our hands on that pin is gonna be tough. Well, don't know how I did it, but I managed to turn back time. And if I don't take advantage of this opportunity, then things will just end up the same as before. I may not know what I'm doing, but I've got to do something. One way or another, that pin's gonna be ours. So use that Elestra pin to change our fate.
We'll change our fate.
So we need to come back here and have a look. And obviously we need to actually check out where they're handing out all of those Elestra pins. So this is the line for that exclusive pin. Says this is where you hand in your voucher. This is it, elegant strategy. Oh man, looks like we're out of luck. Seriously? 100%. Guess they're handing out the vouchers at Hachiko Cafe. Wait, isn't that promo DDO we were talking about before? Yeah, there was so much buzz, it's probably sold out. You're right, we're too late. Man, what a bummer. More than just a bummer, I have to get my hands on that voucher. Maybe I could try turning back time to when we arrived at the crossing. And indeed, so press the Y button when the replay icon appears to activate Windows Psych and change time frames. Once you're sure you've altered the past enough to write the future, select Change Our Fate to create a new timeline.
Going again.
So here we go, back in time to Hachiko Cafe in the Scramble Crossing. And there we go. It's like, these losers almost took every seat in the cafe. Well, we got our vouchers and that's all that matters. So this is before we headed to Center Street. Seriously though, they were lounging around like they owned the place. Are they like tourists or something?
Rindo.
So we need to line up and get to the cafe. Hey. Remember those two girls we overheard talking about that pin? They actually just passed right by us. And I heard them saying they're glad they lined up at Hashiko Cafe. Okay. So I was thinking, like, maybe we should go there too. Okay, you've lost me. Well, you need a voucher from the cafe to get that pin we heard about. But there's only so many to go around, so the less competition we have, the better. And if we do get our hands on one of those vouchers, then maybe we'll run into that other player, you know? Wow, Vin, dude. That speech gave me chills. Your enthusiasm's contagious. I don't really get what's going on, but I'm in. Great, so we want to start by lining up at Hachiko Cafe. And check here. So, oh, wait, it says the promotional menu sold out. That big group must have snagged the last vouchers. Guess they beat us to the punch. Bummer. So what do we do now? Well, looks like I have to go back further in time and get in line before them.
We'll change our fate.
Yeah, this is obviously explaining all of the mechanics of the time travel to people, so it's not going to be tutorialized quite as much in future chapters. And we'll be able to go through things a bit quicker then. So here we go, and this is the group that we saw at Hachiko Cafe at the beginning of the day. Whoa, get a load of this line. All these people in the place isn't even open yet. Tang. So we need to thin out this line. So, you want to check it out? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you're right. One of us calling our name. I was talking about the cafe. Oh, for real? I mean, we can, but why? Well, I was just thinking. Players like us are stuck here in the UG, right? That limits the places we can go. Maybe the player we're looking for is in the cafe.
Quay?
Oh, okay. Wait. What do you mean limits the places we can go? Ah, shoot. This is before we learned how shopping works. Jeez, were you even listening to what that Reaper told us earlier? We can only go into stores marked with a Reaper sticker. Right, which means the player we're looking for is probably in one of those shops, just like you said. Dude, you're so smart, you scare me sometimes. No time to waste, let's move. This certainly defies all probability. Kid might be something special if he's already factored them into the equation. Hey there, Hazelbug, how are you doing? Good to see that your stream earlier today went well. Were you able to pause and have something to eat? I know you were saying about, was it you were doing like tuna and something in a bagel? I think it was. I can't 100% remember the details. So, and I know this is just before a battle is about to come up. So let's actually see. I probably want to change this pin. It can't evolve. So let's have a look. And let's go for sort by strength. So we do have the 3 most powerful pins in our arsenal. Yeah, I think I'm going to give that one to Minamoto. Like rounds, okay. Midorigami. And any other ones that we have. Lance Lunch, but no, that's similar to the one we already have. Shockwave, yeah. Okay, we'll keep those two. Thank you for the follow. It's like tuna pasta instead, very hungry. I can imagine. How many hours were you streaming trying to get that sturgeon in Stardew Valley? But anyway, here we go. Hey, how do I do this? Who goes there? We do? Hang on a sec, something ain't right. We haven't been able to talk like this with anyone else on the street.
Yes.
Wait, does that mean? I don't recall seeing you two before. Part of that new team, I presume. Oh, these guys are players too? So you have business with the DRS? Well... Any integers belonging to another set are ripe for deletion. We'd better act fast before we're beaten to the punch. Are you sure? You sound like quite the hard-headed bunch. Perhaps you ought to help you cool off. Prepare to get washed away.
I guess I could go a round or two.
Took about 4 hours to catch it, yeah.
Don't get careless.
Okay, so this is one of the opponents teams that we are fighting. This is the Deep River Society, and they were, until we joined the game, in last place. So they have a definite vested interest in keeping us away from gaining any points.
You sure did. We're really in sync.
Perfectly balanced.
Come on, you moved. You moved just as I launched that. You annoying.
You sure did. You've got the wrong vector. How derivative. Did I do that?
Oh, I really cannot wait to unlock all social account stuff and actually see the HP on all of these characters. Because fighting this, trying to figure out where, like, how close are we to actually, oh my goodness, stop moving. There we go, I need to be closer to actually make sure that they, there we go, finally, oh my goodness. Oh, this is so aggravating doing this again so early on. Simply because you obviously don't have many pins, you don't have much damage. We didn't even get a pin drop. We didn't even get a drop from that. Yeah, 4 hours. I think you were trying to get it when I stopped, or when I finished up my lunch break, and you were still trying to find it when I came back in the evening. Curses, you're quite formidable for a bunch of flotsam. Come, comrades, we must retreat. Any stragglers will get swept downstream. So, fingers crossed this means we'll be able to get our hands on a voucher now. Of course, Hazelbug, you did come in at an interesting time. Rindo, the one in the bottom right, has just found out that he can actually turn back time. So we are in the middle of turning back time in order to get a voucher so that we can take it to a store, exchange it for a pin, and then we can give that pin to someone else to stop them basically attacking us in her rage. So there we go, promotional menu. We're down to our last one. So there we go.
Yeah.
So, and that gives us, want to share something or order separately? So we'll share then, ask for an extra plate.
Give me
And
a
yeah,
break.
this is the promotional menu. So yeah, you're using that cutlery. So got a voucher, now we just need to head to Tipsy Toes Hall. So Tiger Punks, restore a bit of your team's HP in an instant. So unlike when we were here last time, we can't actually go through and talk to the Reaper. We need to actually physically time travel. And then back to Tipsy Toes Hall. And yeah. So talking about pins, hope they printed well for every voucher. We will be able to get one, right? We got a voucher after all. Oh, I've been through way too much to not get that pin now. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? All that time forget I said anything. But yeah, a lot of this would be a whole lot easier if Rindo just went, yeah, you know that your psyche is reminding people, well, my psyche is time travel, so if I say anything that you don't know about, it's just because I travel back in time. There we go, exchanging the voucher for the pin. I mean, I like the design, but it is kind of not exactly what they're expecting. This is the pin we were after? I think so. Does it seem special to you? Nope, but I'm pretty sure this is the one we need. Ah, well, you did say you were in the zone earlier. I'm going to go ahead and trust you're right. Yeah, you won't regret it. There we go. So all we need to now do is head back to where we left off.
We'll change our fate.
And here we go. We've done everything we can. So let's change our fate and stop us from being absolutely destroyed.
right!
There we go. Phew, just in time.
Yep.
Any later and would have missed out. Good thing we lined up at the cafe when we did. Oh, sounds like they got their pins after all. Good for them. And good for us since we got one too. So, now what? Oh, my life is over. Without that pin, my existence is meaningless. Goodbye, happiness I barely knew, yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting closer. Grief is too much for me to bear. What is it? Who's there? Perhaps I ought to simply end it all. My life is over. And I fail to see how my luck could get any worse. Actually, it might be better than you think. What? I mean, can't be that bad if you've got one of these. But could that be? It's a limited edition elegant strategy pin. You would truly bestow such an incredible gift upon a plebeian wretch like me? Yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you 1,000 times. Were you sent here from the heavens? Come to think of it, who are you? Did it. I changed the future. And can someone fill me in here? Yes, you gave this girl the pin. I'm assuming this is the new player we've been looking for. Yep, well, probably. Gotta say, this is blowing my mind. But to whom may I offer my thanks for this boon? Ah, geez, where are my manners? The name's Tosai Furusawa, but my friends will call me Fret. And the thing about the pin is... Forgive me, but did I ask? Oh, sorry. Got any good ideas, Rindo? Clean up your own mess. Lord Rindo, is it?
Well met.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Nagi Usui. You may call me Nagi. No name puns, no silliness, just Nagi. Who doesn't love name puns? Thank you once again for providing me with the pin of my dreams. Yeah, don't sweat it really. I should do my utmost to repay this debt someday, kind sir. Seriously, don't worry about it. It was our pleasure. I don't believe I was speaking to you. Whoops, strike two. Don't know if it's just me, but I'm sensing some friction here. Huh. A normal deviate as far as sight users go. You'll fit right in with these zeptograms. So she is the player we've been searching for. Yeah, for once you're barking up the right tree. Look, there's that pin-pinching girl.
What?
Hey, it's the guys from the cafe. They must have been hunting her down this whole time. Well, no need to calculate when it's time to take out the trash. Wait, we're not actually going to fight them, are we? Is the sum of the angles in a rhombus 360 degrees? I'll factorize those fools in 1 millisecond flat. Guess that answers your question. Here goes nothing.
Okay, I can do this.
And here we actually have an enemy team HP bar because this is a boss battle.
You've got the wrong vector. Did I do that? You sure did. Over. Let's keep it up. How derivative. Done for. What will he do next?
Okay, and drop the beat. So we can get some extra damage on them.
It's over. Disappear. Hey, not bad. Just doing my job. Is that okay? Could be worse. Could have gone worse. We got this.
Okay, we are about 75% of the way down.
That was perfect.
And
It's over.
a few more, and we should be done.
So good.
Let's finish it off with a drop the beat, shall we? Would help if they didn't run when we were trying to get them.
Just doing my job. The wrong vector.
Yeah, okay, that pin is not good against these guys. That pin is not good against these guys because they just keep on moving. Yeah.
That's not so bad.
So unfortunately took us absolutely forever. So got to be waiting on the time and damage. But thankfully our Jolly pin is slowly leveling up.
Whew, got a little worried for a second there.
You did all right, kid, for a zeptogram.
Hey, I'll take it. What about you? How's my nah girl holding up?
Did I hear a name pun?
Whoops. Sorry about that, Nagi. Glad you didn't get hurt, though.
How could she get hurt when she was just watching from the sidelines? Does she even know how to fight?
A girl plus her pin equals X. The question is, what psych does X represent?
Or Tomonami in Dreamy 3D.
What?
What?
Huh. Maybe now's not the time for a proper numerical analysis. Farewell, fractals.
Hoppy flows like a devilishly handsome gust of wind.
So those guys called you a pin pincher.
Hey, yeah! How about it, Nagi? Think you could show us your collection?
So you might rob me of my prized
What?
possessions?
No, we won't. Pinky promise.
Can I take him at his word?
Fret's a lot of things, but he's not a thief.
Very well. Then feast your eyes upon my arsenal. I've got this exclusive pin only obtainable at ES Live, along with all 25 soundtrack pins from the Blu-ray box sets, the comic adaptation, and this not-for-sale pin I won at a contest. And here are a few I made myself. After collecting them for so long, I just had to create my own.
It's just a bunch of merch! Oh, wow! I've never seen so many pins in one place. You're so amazing, Nagi.
And on that note, I think we're gonna bounce.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold your horses there, partner! I thought the plan was to add her to the team!
Dude, did you see all those pins?
Yeah, what about them?
They're just plain old pieces of plastic. They're
That's
worthless.
not her fault. We're the ones who had the wrong idea.
But if that's all she's got, do you really think she'll be of any use to us?
Well, what if we got to lose by at least giving her a shot? Mr. Minami said she can use psychs, just like us.
But do we really need more people? We've done fine so far.
If Mr. Minami were here, he'd say something like, "We need to bigify our numbers cause math, kid!"
Still doesn't mean we should team up with every person we meet.
What bliss. Long has it been since I had someone with whom I could actually converse.
What do you mean?
Ever since yesterday, every person on the street passed straight through me. Until those Reapers accosted me, that is. Then I began hearing thoughts not my own. I traced them to their sources, entered their minds, and got ejected.
Hold up. You can go inside people's minds? That's amazing, isn't it, Rin Dude?
Yeah, you don't know the half of it. Oh, today's results are in. Looks like the Pure Hearts picked up points for taking down the target, while the Ruin Bringers maintained their lead. And we earned next to nothing.
But not actually nothing. Plus, it's all part of our strategy. I mean, how are we supposed to beat the other teams if they all outnumber us?
Okay, fair.
That's my guy! Nagi, I've got a favor to ask.
You needn't bother.
And
Those who dwell in the darkness are ill fit to befriend those who live in the light. Defying his teachings will do me little good.
Right, gotcha. So anyway, just hear me out.
I'm listening, but I wish to reiterate the fundamental incompatibility underscoring this interaction.
Cool, sure, whatever you say. So, would you, my good friend Nagi, be willing to join our team?
Perhaps you didn't hear me?
Oh, I did, loud and clear. And so did Rindo. He was listening super hard because he really wants you on board, right?
Sure.
This team of which you speak, do you mean one operating within the framework of this so-called game?
Yep, it's just us, so we're looking for some new blood. Aren't we, Rin Dude?
I mean, I guess.
This changes things. Master Rindo hath shown us great favor by endowing us with the Pin of Legend. We are indebted, and shall gladly risk life and limb to repay him. Should he require aid, we must needs oblige. But more importantly, we must needs seize the chance to gaze upon him again.
I just love all the
We
sparkles in
accept
her eyes.
the young master's offer.
Technically speaking, I think I was the one who made the offer. But hey, Looks like we found ourselves a new teammate, buddy! Nasty Nagi and the Wicked Twisters are gonna dominate! Woohoo!
Yeah, I sure hope so. Especially since now we're stuck with her. I mean, we barely know her. Was letting her join the right decision? Those birds. Probably nothing.
Okay, here we go. Dr. Destry, thank you for following and thank you for popping in chat. Hope you enjoy the streams. So I think I may actually change the cutscenes because I think there is a way to do it like forward it manually rather than just letting it go on automatic. So I might do that, just obviously in case someone pops in with something important, or heaven forbid I have to run and pause the game. Anyway, the third has joined their ranks. It won't be long until another follows suit. Yeah, Fortune Bro's predictions anything to go by. You ain't had much luck verifying that, have ya? No, I will try again tomorrow. Just curious, seeing as none of them are quite like him. Think he could be the fourth? Frankly, I don't think about him at all. Not anymore. Ha, that's our fearless leader, always got a zinger at the ready. I've got my eye on another disc anyway. One by one, the pieces take their places on the grid. The game's about to get interesting. And day 3, deep dive. And we should be going into day 4 now. And yeah, this is my first like really cutscene heavy game that I've been streaming. So it was always kind of a consideration for how to balance it.
So, we made it to day 4.
Yep, we sure did.
Indeed. Wait, what?
Did you not get the memo? You see, the Reaper's game goes for 7 days, full week, and today marks day 4. Did you miss that big broadcast the other day?
I didn't. Nor did I ask you for an explanation.
Ouch, that was frosty.
So how much do you know about the game?
Very little. I met a so-called Reaper, who gave a rather extensive exegesis. At which point my cognitive powers began to fail me.
Relatable.
'Twas not my only misfortune either. There I was, menu researched, order decided, shop location bookmarked. I'd even vowed to retire to my dorm early lest I inadvertently oversleep.
Dorm?
Like college dorm?
Is there any other kind?
Nope, not that I'm aware of.
He's older than us?
Based upon your reactions just now, I presume you two to be younger than I?
Yeah, pretty sure.
As I suspected. But let that not encumber our interactions. For I am little more than a Lilliputian lover of Alestra. A wretched reverer of his radiance, Lord Tomonami.
From your pins?
One and the same. A most astute observation, Lord Rindo.
Doesn't he?
Look exactly like Minamimoto?
I see you too have noticed the striking similarities between them. What I wouldn't give to bask in his sublimity once more.
I mean, I guess he's a pretty cool guy.
Speaking of, when might his lordship be returning?
Hopefully sooner rather than later. I know Kanan thinks we can use the help, but is this girl really gonna do much for us? The only game she seems to care about is the one on her phone. This sucks. I mean, I doubt she'll drag us down into last place, but I don't want to think about what'll happen to us if she does. Looks like we got a message.
Yo!
Hi there.
What's going on, Wicked Twisters?
You're that guy!
I got a name, you know. Don't you remember?
No, we do. Hard to forget after you shouted it in our ears.
Oh, I like your sense of humor, bro. I like it so much, I'm gonna let you discs play a little game with me.
And what exactly would that game entail?
It's easy. I give you a mission, you complete it. See? Easy. And if you really impress me, then I'll give you some of our points free of charge.
Just like that?
Why not? Your frontier discs! You got nothing but potential! Oh, and that goes for you too, little girl bro.
Much obliged.
I want to see what sort of move you'll make with a little incentive.
Okay, but how big of an incentive are we talking here?
Oh, sounds like you're ready to play! Now, I've got to make sure our team stays on top. So I'll set some points aside for us. The rest are yours for the taking. What do you say? That ought to at least keep you out of last place for this week, eh?
What do you think, Rin, dude?
And let me remind you that you discs are in dead last! Think about it! The week's already half over, and right now you're getting sweat. But with a little help from the Ruin Bringers, who knows? You might even manage to gain a tempo or two and shoot to the top.
Long way to go.
No venture, no gains, bro.
Sure, but who says you can just give us points like that?
Us. One of the privileges me and the gang get for winning the last game.
You get to do whatever you want?
To the victor goes the spoils, including the right to rewrite the rules.
So, you're basically saying we don't have a choice here?
I ain't saying it, just strongly implying it. So what'll it be?
I don't know. It sounds fishy, but what do you think?
I mean, if it'll give us a leg up.
Bada boom! So, I've got this buddy, the OG. Upstanding guy, the OG of all trades. Thing is, he's developed a bit of a noise problem, so I need you to erase him for him.
And how are we supposed to do that?
That ain't my disc to flip, bro. Look for his little helper on Center Street. Take a scan around the board and see what you come up with. Well, your move, White!
Runebringer trash, fresh from the heap.
Hey, Mamina man! We were just talking about you.
So apparently Susukichi has a different game for us to play. He said it'll earn us a lot of points, so...
Are these zeptograms the ones that'll finally bring you out of hiding? Guess I'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, all of the references to like him and the fourth and everything, they are talking about the protagonist of the first game, Neku. So it's like kind of saying, it's like, yeah, are we gonna basically see him again or not? No, I get we're looking for Ryoji's little helper, but who the heck is Ryoji? How should I know? Yeah, I haven't the faintest idea myself. The cutscenes are hours long in this game, and they can be a bit. I think I did see a like video compilation of all the cutscenes, and I think it was like 12 hours. So there are like a mix of ones that are actually fully voiced. There's a few that are actually like 3D models and such, but then there are also quite a lot of conversations that are like this, which are just text-based. So, I mean, he's a friend of Susie K's, we know that much, which means we're looking for the helper of a friend of some guy we kind of know. And now I have a headache. Wonderful. I guess it is a little hard to follow.
Indeed.
As the characters is expanding too rapidly to stay abreast. Well, guess we'll have to do some digging if we want to know who's who. Oh, at least we're meeting lots of new people. So Ryoji's supposed to be a Ryoji of all trades, right? You say that like it means something. You know, maybe he's some sort of handyman? Man, I'm dying to meet this guy. Well, that makes one of us. Yeah, just like Yakuza, some cutscenes are voiced, some you have to read. And here we go, finally we have the social network option. But I will see that in a minute. So basically we get friendship points for doing various side missions and things. And then we can basically use those over here in our social network to unlock different bonuses. So Windows, we need to basically claim to get anything because he is the center of the social network, being the protagonist. And then we have all of our different options. So we can see we've got a few people. So we've got a couple of storekeepers. We've got Susukichi here. We've got Kanon. A couple more Reapers that we've met, a couple more storekeepers, and this will expand as we go through the game and actually show us different people. So what do we want for now is... So do we want to do hard mode? I think yes. So let's unlock that one. And unfortunately we are out of FP. So, but we can go here and change over to hard mode. And I think I'm going to just drop our level a tiny bit. And okay, so we do have... I keep on wanting to press B because I'm so used to that from other things. So let's just have a quick look in the shops here. Is there anything? So, okay, so that's not going to register as mastered until we've actually mastered that one. We have that one. Yeah, okay, so we've got all of these. And then let's just sell... I wanted to sell all of those. And any other excess pins we have, not really.
Come again soon.
So yeah. Wrong thing. And of course we have a new person in our team, so Nagi, we want to get you something. So we now have one attack on the X button, the Y button, the L button, and the right button. In real life solutions, do we have enough money to buy things? Technically yes, but I think we'll leave that for now. So what we want to do is head back down towards Center Street. Oh, almost got. Yeah, this is a side character from the first game. This is Ideology, or
Rindo.
the Prince. Didn't think we'd see him again so soon. Oh, what's he doing? Can we scan him, please? Oh, I admit it hadn't occurred to me to read the thoughts of celebrities. Well, glad I'm not the one being read. So there we go, social network has been updated.
Focus.
Let's see. I remember most of the ingredients, but something's still missing. What could it be? Think so. Think about how eating it made you feel. So this is the prince we're talking about. He's like the foodie king. A prince and a king all at once. If he's this obsessed with some soup, it's gotta be amazing. I'm gonna try jogging his memory. Guess I won't stop you. So, like the cone Sebastian used to make, whatever that means.
So what are we thinking here?
So yeah, Rindo's ability is time travel. Fret's here is the ability to remind people, and unfortunately it does require a little bit of fiddling. Okay, so I know where that one is. But yeah, you have to be very specific on the angle for some of these. Oh my goodness, come on. It's there, come on. I know it is there. And come on. Oh, come on. Hello there, Cod Lady. How are you doing? Thank you for the tab. Yes, all is going well for me. I just need to try and figure out this little... Well, it's not even really a mini game. And come on. Just a little bit more. Oh, I almost had it there. Okay, I'm going to try a different technique. I'm going to actually... Okay, there we go. That one is done. There we go. Oh, I seriously feel like I'm going to wrench off the joysticks doing that, though. So yeah, Fret's ability is to jog people's memory. He does have to think about it himself. So here we go. No matter how many times I have this soup, we never tire of it. So broth, whole chicken, as well as a hint of pork bone. Sardines and seaweed add some depth. The real star is the love the chef pours into every bowl. There we go. What's this? It's as if fog enshrouding my memories has begun to lift. There we go. He is now specifically remembering all of the things. Oh, forgive me, Sebastian, it seems I forgot the most crucial ingredient of them all. So there we go. I feel like I did something good just now. Want to do more? Who else needs help Fret to the rescue? Well, these random acts of kindness are going to have to wait, and we've got a mission to complete. Here we go. 1,000 yen and 5 more friendship points. Social network has been updated once again. And we have him down here. So this one is exceptionally necessary. So we will grab the reboot and retry option from Nagi, and then when we get a few more friendship points we will definitely be going for that one, because being able to just automatically sell any money pins we get is going to save us a lot of time and effort. There we go. Might there be a confrontation with the noise awaiting us? Yeah, pretty sure. Hey, don't sweat it, it'll be fine. I don't believe I was speaking to you. So we want to go down the alley here. And here we have Ryuji's helper. So something definitely feels off about him. So let's see what's on his mind. Well, someone is a little bit annoyed with his boss. Like, what are these puzzles even for? Why do I have to be the one to sell them up? Plus, it wouldn't kill him to show a little appreciation every once in a while. Ah, just thinking about it is pissing me off. And there we go. So it's only a job, so I think it's going to take a little more than chill out to get him to relax. And we've got Nagi talking about air above him. Indicates some evil is at work within. I have entered the minds of many others, including some similar to this individual. Something sinister resides inside. It's not dissimilar to the noise. Wait, hang on. Could this be the noise problem Susukichi was talking about? Oh, maybe. But is that something we can help with? Well, considering what Nagi did in my brain yesterday and the fact she can hold her own against the noise. Well, what if we had Nagi use her powers? If she can get into his mind, maybe she can erase the noise that's taken root. Intriguing, and I would be doing this alone? No, not if you sync up first. Balance the equations to your bodies and minds, and your power will increase exponentially. Your points of view might even converge. Which means that you Zeptograms have the chance to create a multiplicative function. Otherwise you're stuck playing with those third-rate Reapers, and who knows what that would entail. Now there's a variable I'd love to solve for. I don't know how to make a multiple point town or whatever, so maybe we should just get back to the mission? I don't know, I guess we could try syncing up, was it? Hey, Nagi, how do you get into people's minds? Well, I first perform an initial observation of my intended target. So you scan them, then a portal into their mind appears before me. Oh, I've never had that happen. At which point I simply let myself into their minds. Almost sounds like breaking and entering. Well, what if we both scan this person at the same time? I wonder if that counts as syncing up. Oh, I get it. Actually, not really, but it sounds promising. That said, I must warn you, people's minds are not a pleasant place to be. Yeah, and having someone barge into your brain isn't great either. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Dive on in there, my nigga. Dive? Like jumping into a pool, a big brain pool. Right, just like that. Yeah, we get a little bit of explanation about Nagi's ability. So she can enter people's minds and peer into their thoughts and exercise the noise that haunts them. So depending on performance, you can earn multiple rewards, so long as your difficulty is set to normal or higher.
Let's have a look.
So let's go. Man, screw Ryoji. Guy says I'm the real deal all the time, but he never lets me do the good jobs. So shall we dive in?
Affliction.
Yep. Let's go. I just love how she is so polite about this.
You asked for it.
No sweat for Fret.
Why the hell am I stuck putting up stickers all over town? And we want to obviously go for this big...
You sure did.
I was going to say we want to focus on the big bear because it obviously has a higher attack. So what's any of this even for? And here we obviously want to go for the birds. And thankfully we do have Nagi with the rock ball pin. I can't remember the proper name of it, but the birds are weak to rock, so that is an easy victory.
Absolute trash.
Makes me wish I had a job I was proud of, you know? I want to get us some more high attack.
Ain't no stopping us now.
We got this.
And there we go, that's gone.
Let's keep it going.
It's over.
Ain't no stopping us now.
We got this. Let's keep it up.
Still
Okay,
within
is that the
parameters.
final one? Oh, I think we just missed gold by a few seconds. Yeah, I think we just missed gold for a few seconds. By a few seconds rather, I should say. So if you do this on easy mode, the highest you can get is bronze, but it does mean you are guaranteed 2 FP every single battle. If it's normal or higher, you can go for silver, which we got, or gold, which I think we were a few seconds off getting, unfortunately. So our pins aren't the best. Yeah, maybe I should strike out on my own. I don't need Ryoji. In fact, I never needed him. I knew he'd be trouble the minute he had me solve a bunch of riddles just to get his number.
Huh?
I just suddenly feel like all my worries disappeared. Yeah, forget this stupid job, I'm out. Time to treat myself to a nice meal. And yep, off he goes. And drop something. So what do we have here? A pamphlet. Trader Ryoji, handyman for hire. Appears to be a flyer advertising his services. No job turned down, no matter the size or complexity. Serious inquiries only. New clients will be vetted. If interested, call via the phone booth by Tower Records. Are phone booths still a thing? I've never even used one. So yeah, this is kind of leaning in a little bit to the original game, which was released in 2007, in which, yeah, phone booths were still vaguely a thing. So the whole design's kind of stayed the same, which means that the tower, the phone booth is still there, but it's not really used. Hey there, Laser Rain, thank you for following. I hope you enjoy all the streams. So the number can be found by solving the puzzles scattered throughout Shibuya. Q1, Sinful Ramen. Q2, Backstreet Refreshments. Q3, A Hole in the Crossing. Q4, A Dog's Backside. Q5, A Yellow Building's Entrance. Q6, A Haven Covered in Green. End of the list. So obviously we need to solve all of those puzzles to get through the Ryoji. Well, at least we're getting somewhere thanks to Nagi's sweet mind diving. That was one heck of a trip. Well, is it always so volatile? More or less. Hey there, Warthog. Yeah, my evening's going great. Hope yours is going well too. And yeah, no problem. Thank you for the alert. Laser Rain. This game is called Neo: The World Ends With You. It is a sequel to a game released on the DS in 2007. And so this one is available on Switch, which is what I'm playing it on here. PlayStation 4 and also the Epic Game Store on PC. Unfortunately, the original game is only really available on DS. It may still be available on mobile, but I'm not 100% sure if it actually is still available. And it is also on the Switch, but the control system on the Switch isn't the best. Is this based on an anime? No, it's just the game style and design of it. Because it was originally released on the DS, they had to work around the limitations of what that handheld console could basically output. So they did the whole design like this and kind of the conversations through comic book panels, as it were. So the first game did get an anime adaptation a couple of years ago, but no, this is a wholly original game property done by Square Enix. Unfortunately, the series as a whole hasn't exactly done that great, so unfortunately, as much as I enjoy it, I'm kind of resigned to the fact that this may be the second and last real addition to the series. So, Nagi's true power is indeed a dive into mines. A quick chat with Swallow. Morning, Swallow. Hey, Wind Dragon. Busy day yesterday? Yeah, kind of. Like, you love Square Enix games. They just released a mobile game, lots of issues. Yeah, I kind of dabble in and out of Square Enix games. Obviously, the stuff they're most well known for. Final Fantasy, I played a couple of those. Nothing too in-depth, but I absolutely adore The World Ends With You and Neo The World Ends With You. It's just, the whole design of it just culminates into something that I just find so enjoyable. So yeah. So yeah, we're dealing with a newcomer. Oh, that's always exciting. Yeah, I guess. You don't say sound excited though. Well, her special ability is really great, but she's kind of weird, not really sure what to make of her. Definitely glad to be here to check out this game for the first time. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. There is definitely a mix of interesting mechanics that they put into this game. So I'm going to be trying to explain it as best as I can, but some plot threads that will come in later in the game will require a bit of discussion to actually explain to people, unfortunately. So this is part of the new game you're playing. Is your party already full? Can't have to keep them on board if you've got room. Plus special abilities are always good to have. Yeah, maybe you're right. I should give her a chance. Hey, come on, Rindu, let's go track down those digits. Right. You say you pick up easy, it's it's a bit of a situation where it's kind of like, well, this thing happened, but it didn't actually happen. But it did happen, but it didn't happen. But actually it did happen. But if you're able to stick around, you'll actually see some of those examples. Hazelberg, you need to jump off. Hope you have a good rest of stream. Yep, I hope you have a good rest of the evening. And I'll see if I can actually catch you. I think you said you were streaming again tomorrow. I'll see if I can catch you again around lunchtime. And maybe see if I can introduce a few people that I talk to your streams as well, and just get you a little bit of attention out there. Actually, while I think about it, is that 1_? I think. Yes. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Okay, no, that shout-out's broken again. Ugh. I have it fixed. But yeah, go, if you are interested in Stardew Valley, go and check out Hazelberg. She has she's recently started, so just go out and check her out if you're interested. Okay, so we've got a new pin, Shogun Boyd. So that was quite an exhilarating experience. And look at you wiping out the noise. I don't believe I was speaking to you. So I've said this before, that I've gone through this game before, so I know exactly where everything is, so we're not going to be spending too much time wandering around for items. Like the anime, Higurashi when they cry happens a lot, very confusing at first. Same thing happens, but in multiple ways. Yeah, it's kind of like that, especially with the time travel that gets added into this. Dr. Destry, still here playing Soul Calibur 6. Yeah, that's no problem. I appreciate Lux, so you don't have to worry about needing to stay in the chat and actually talking about stuff. It's nice enough in knowing that people are hanging around and listening to the stream anyway. So yeah, never feel guilty about just coming in to lurk, because I appreciate it anyway. Oh, look, there's another Ryoji sticker on the vending machine. But can we even buy anything? Huh, looks like we can. And that drink's got a Reaper sticker on it as well. See? Oh, sweet. Oh, talking about numbers, do any of the drinks have something printed on them? Well, yep, they've got a Ryoji sticker on. Shibuya's famous dream juice sold for 5,000 yen. Is that something we can drink, like, legally? I don't know, might give us a clue if we do. So we're really buying it? Yes, we have to, because we can't complete the game without it. So there we go. Dang, we really bought it. So, where's our clue? Nothing out of the ordinary. Perhaps the bottle must be emptied in order to reveal a clue. Yeah, gotta be it. So, who's gonna drink it? Well, perhaps a game of rock, paper, scissors could settle this fairly. Sounds good. Hoot. So yeah, unfortunately, Fret drew the short straw on that. There we go. Look, barcode on the inside of the label. One of the digits is 5. Thanks for getting us the clue. Like, happy to take one for the team. Hey, this has got some kind of secret compartment on the bottom. Ooh, 5,000 yen. So we broke even? How considerate of Ryoji to return our investment. There we go. So we need to cash that in. And before we do that, social network, we have enough FP to do this one. Shibuya auto load. So from now on, any yen pins that we pick up will be automatically converted into cash. And speaking of cash, I want to come in here and sell off all of these. So we're now at 18,000 yen. Any extras we can sell off? Once again, not really. And let's see, are there any good things here? So HP boost, metaball boost, and HP boost for window, but we do not have nearly enough style. So instead I will buy that, and buy this for when we actually do have enough. So the other place was Sinful Ramen. Oh, and we've got a little bit of cutscene. Feels like we're taking a pretty big gamble here. Sure it's okay for us to just do whatever we want? Oh, like you said, right now we're getting swept. In desperate times call for desperate measures. So if this will help us get ahead, then why not? Assuming that it does in fact help us get ahead. But one cannot deny it remains a rather risky endeavour. Oh, says the risky endeavour herself. She cannot hold her own battle, but she's no Minamoto. Yeah, diving into people's minds is pretty impressive and all, but still, I don't know. Something trouble you, Lord Rindo? Me? No, I'm good. You didn't hear me think that just now, did she? Okay, let's get going. Got a question here for you, boss.
I see.
Permit me to ask a question in return. Boss? Yeah, because you're older than us, and because you took down those noise like a boss. But if you're our boss, does that mean you can fire us? Do you wish to tempt fate? Guess I better stay on my best behaviour. So, what brings you to the UG, boss? Crazy taxi collision? Sudden lung explosion? I do not know of this UG of which you speak. Where we are right now, you know, the afterlife? The afterlife? As in, after life? As in, no longer among the living? Yep, dead, departed, kaput. Even I... Yep, apparently we all died somewhere and then got sent here to play this game. That would explain the unshakable feeling I've been cast out of humanity. So, in other words... I'm dead? Hey, I get it, it's a lot to take in. I know it sounds crazy, but think about it. We can't communicate with anyone but each other. And I don't feel very alive, so it just makes sense. I've left my life behind and I've nothing to show for it save for this wretched pin. Wait, pin? What kind of pin? A rather nondescript one. It failed to pique my interest until Lord Tomonami's voice actor sang its praises. Granted, a few other Illustrians mentioned falling on hard times after picking up pins of their own. But who was I to question His Radiance's commercial endorsement? Oh, we got the same ones. You think they're part of the game? Maybe we can quit if we just throw them away. Giving up so soon? Go on, pitch them and see what happens. Why don't you just tell us? Here's what I will tell you, kid. These pins you got are special. They're your player IDs. Player IDs? Everyone had them. These things were all over Shibuya. Who do you think put them there in the first place? Normally we give them out when people die, but if everyone's already got them, it saves us the work later on. And when they do kick the bucket, they can jump right into the game. Pretty slick, eh?
Really?
Wow, that's one hell of a marketing campaign. You could go ahead and try throwing them away if you want. But you know what happens when you force quit in the middle of a game, don't ya? Your data gets corrupted, even erased entirely sometimes. My worst nightmare. But what if you start bugging out? What if you lose all your powers? You'd be helpless against the hordes of noise. Hypothetically speaking, of course. So, what do you say? Gonna throw in the towel and throw away your pins? We'll keep them for now. Attaboy, I knew you'd make the right choice, kid. Never have I met someone so thoroughly loathsome. Guess we gotta tough it out the whole week. Well, I'm sure you know you gotta do better than just tough it out. Unless you want to get stuck playing the game forever, that is. Forever? Let's remember that part of the deal. There's no deal, kid. Life ain't fair, and the afterlife sure as hell ain't either. You just gotta suck it up and play the game. You kids are playing the game, ain't ya? You see? Oh, I see, alright. I see everything. Hey, you do what you gotta do to get ahead, am I right? Can't fault you for that. Wait, seriously? Of course, as long as you're trying to earn points, who am I to judge? Let's just hope you earn enough points before it's too late. Sounds like nothing escapes the Reaper's watchful gaze. Well, we got Snorty's approval, so what say we finished what we started? Yeah, might as well. I forgot that cutscene was so long. The art's doing half bad. Let's see what their next move is. So anyway, Sinful Ramen. So we want to come over here and have a look at the signs. So once again, wieldy sticker and a barcode. So we have a little puzzle to solve. One of these things is not like the others. So we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 and 9 encircled in various shapes, and the answer is 1 encircled by a triangle, because the triangle is the only shape, is the only one that is there. There we go, answer entered. One of the digits is pound sign. And then we want to come back down here. The section to the next area is locked, but we can talk to one of these Reapers here. So, what to pass through here? Got to win a 3-chain reduction battle at Center Street. Well, good thing we are already at Center Street. Unfortunately, this is the area with an absolute ton of shark noise. So we've picked one up. Pain 3. And let's just hope that we don't get bashed too badly by that shark. Because the sharks are some of the most annoying ones in the game. There we go, we got it out of the water, or the, well, I say water, it's kind of swimming directly in the ground, and oh my goodness, I think maybe I should have actually, thought about changing the difficulty, because this is, okay, it's going down quicker now, thankfully. It's going down a bit quicker now. There we go, out the And there we go, now we've just got a couple of fogs to deal with. And we can save the beat drop for the next battle. Or the next reduction, I should say. Okay, these ones are just ravens. This will be fine on our own. We'll be fine on our own.
Just doing my job.
Like a boss. Let's keep it up. It's over.
Okay, this is the one I wanted to save the beat drop for.
Oh, this is gonna be easy.
So let's just get some.
You've got the wrong
Oh no, I completely missed that. Wow, okay, that hit almost 50% of our health in one shot. Ouch. Okay, let's just retry.
Let's accelerate this.
Ouch, I really was not paying attention to that. So where are you going? Nope, that was... Okay, let's actually change tactics, go for the 12s instead first. Oh my goodness, okay, yeah, we are getting absolutely thrashed here with this. There we go, got it out. Okay, that's better, that's better. I need to wait until it actually reaches and then attack it. And drop the beat. There we go. Unfortunately, still about 50% health.
No sweat for Fret.
Down. Oh, there.
There you go, and we should just get some moves.
Just doing my job.
Wait for the pins to reboot and start attacking again. Okay, 64% glue.
We've got this in the bag.
Okay, and we're gonna go for... Oh my goodness, oh no, okay. We're gonna change this to normal difficulty. We're gonna change this to normal difficulty because that is the second time that we've just been absolutely smashed by that.
Our party is equipped to win.
Oh no.
Great job.
Oh goodness, okay, we are not doing great on that.
Not bad, I'd say.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's keep it up. Nice work.
Adequate performance.
That's like a C+.
Okay, I'm not showing off much. There we go, got it. Laser Rain, like the theme music, Square Enix have all been good for that. Yeah, the soundtrack for both the original one and this one are... I absolutely adore both of the soundtracks available for both of the games. We're actually going to be going by Tower Records in-game, and that actually allows you to buy the sound or the tracks for the game. So we can actually have a look and see at some of the previews of the music that they have. Okay, and I want to... There we go, that's better. That's a better strategy. That's a better strategy. Keep the groove at 100%. And then just basically slam it. There we go.
Let's keep it going.
And there you can see the difference between normal difficulty and hard difficulty.
That's not so bad, right?
48.54% damage. Got 300 yen, stylish beam, and a bunch more rapturous rights. Okay, there we go, and that has cleared out our hunger meter, so we can go and get some more food if we necessarily wanted to. Okay, talk to the Reaper.
Wow.
So, let you pass. 5,000 yen, so we have about 12,000 now. And I think I am going to take a quick rest break. We have an advert starting momentarily, so that would probably be a good time for me to just quickly get up an intermission. Anyway. Okay, so be back in, well, probably less than 15 minutes, but yeah, I'll make sure you get up and have a bit of a stretch yourself. Okay, that was a quick break because that was always really needed. So that was about 6 minutes. So let's just go back and resume the game. Oh, well, if it isn't Rindo and Fret. Oh, hey Canon.
Listen,
Say, would you be a to move a sec? You're standing between me and my next clue. Oh, my bad. What are you up to anyway? Playing hooky again? Not exactly. I mean, I guess you could sort of see it that way. Ugh. Has that Ryoji roped you into one of his sleazy little schemes? Hey there, Toxicite. Yeah, doing okay today. Stream's been coming along nicely. Had a few people pop in and chat had a few people pop in and just say that they were going to put the stream on look, which is absolutely fine. And we have picked up a new player since last time. So our new player is called Nagi, and we've actually uncovered the abilities of all 3 of our main characters. So we've seen that Rindo can turn back time, Fret can remind people of things, and our newest member Nagi can dive into people's minds and erase noise.
Huh?
What? No, honest. How do you know about Ryoji? Because you're acting pretty suspiciously for a couple of newbies. You aren't trying to cheat, are you? Look not at me. You must be Windy's latest recruit. This is Nagi. Oh, pleased to meet you, Nagi. You've really been making a name for yourself with those crazy powers of yours. He has. Of course, diving into people's minds and invading their privacy is pretty scandalous. It sounds a lot worse when you put it that way. To be fair, I definitely felt invaded. That's good. That's good. Well, we're on, I think this is day 4. We're on day 4 now, so things are going along at a decent pace. Too bad I didn't make you a barrier beauty while I had the chance. Wait, really? Oh, well, sure, a powerful psych user like her is awful hard to come by. So you're saying you want someone on your team like her? Are you saying you don't? Windude here is just afraid to change, that's all. Took some cajoling, but I finally got him to see the potential I saw in old boss here. My, sounds like you've got an eye for talent. Yeah, not just one, I've got 2. Anyway, seems like you don't want to tell me today's secret plan, so I won't push it. But if anything happens to my team, I'll be coming for you. And coming to do what? Not to teach you boys a lesson. And here I thought you 2 were just a couple of innocent little cuties. Maybe I thought wrong. I mean, I think we're kind of cute. Oh, keep up that confidence. Ciao! Is it just me, or was Canon kind of terrifying? Do you think she's always like that? For her teammates' sake and our own, I hope not. Well, hey, look on the bright side, having a rival's kind of motivating. What blithe optimism. Whoa, hang on a sec, was that just a chuckle I heard? It most certainly was not. Maybe that's right, all the other players are our rivals. Nah, I heard it with my own ears. Can we really keep up with the competition? Perhaps you ought to have your hearing checked. Yeah, we're starting to see the, oh.
Rindo! Huh? No. This can't be happening!
Am I dead?
Stay with me, buddy!
Lord Rindo!
Rindo!
Great. Another vision. Same one as yesterday, too. Is it supposed to be the future or something? What if it's today?
Okay, so yes, and Rindo is indeed starting to get some visions of things to happen, or things to come. So, Toxicite, you should recognize a few things around here from the first game.
Nah.
So let me just bring up the menu. So, obviously we have access to the pins and the options to change all those. and we've now finally unlocked the option to actually get threads. So the previous game, The World Ends With You, we had braveness points. This time we have style, but they serve pretty much the same purpose. So HP boost, metaphor boost. So yeah, so they pretty much braveness and style, or braveness from the original and style in this one, serve pretty much the same purpose. You can wear the clothes, but they won't actually activate their ability until you've got the required style. So let's actually move that and give it to Nagi here. Toxicite, note they've gotten rid of the threads system. I'm not 100% sure if that's technically a good thing or a bad thing, because I've been playing through it and I've not actually really missed that. I don't know if there's a change between whether there's more pins that you can get in this game, so they didn't really think about doing it. But no, there's no popularity, unfortunately. But we do also have some of the same food places around. So like we've got Justice Burger here. I can't quite remember if this was the same name as the first game, but we have this. So once again, different foods to increase different stats. And if we go back to the social network, we actually have options to unlock things. So like here in Justice Burger, we can unlock that and get an extra item on the menu. So we do need to actually go through the social network links. Is this the area the radio tower is in? We're about to get to there. That is just off to the side, but we'll be going there momentarily. So Bon Appetit adds an item to the restaurant's menu. So we can see, for example, we've got Kanon here, but we don't actually have any links towards her, so we can't get anything there. And there we go. Give yourself a challenge. Press the plus button to adjust the difficulty in your current level. Decreasing the level reduces your team's HP but increases your drop rate. A handy trick for collecting pins. Different difficulty settings can be unlocked via your social network. So yeah, buffs are done... Well, it's not really buffs. They are permanent things. They are permanent changes. But basically, the only bonus you get from leveling up is HP. Everything else you need to eat food. And yeah, this is done by Square Enix. And yeah, I think it's good. Very annoying trying to get all your buffs from clothing, but couldn't because you weren't wearing the popular stuff. Yeah, honestly, Toxicite, half the time in The World Ends With You, the original one, I just grinded so much that whatever I was wearing and whatever pins I was using just ended up being in like the top 3 anyway. So mission, destroy a shark noise. Should be okay. We have gone down to normal difficulty. Yep, so when we actually get to the next area, hopefully we'll be able to go to the Veggie Balls store and unlock a special item, and I can show a few things off there, as well as obviously some of the music selections.
We sure we can handle this?
Okay, we'll go for the walls first. Especially seeing as they have the annoying habit of grabbing you and basically just trying to eat you. We don't really have a pin to get him out of the water, so let's just try. There, gotcha.
My humble contribution.
Great job. Yes, got it. Nice one, Rin, dude. Let's keep it going. Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, where are you gonna set this? Come on.
Hey, no stopping us now. Nice.
Okay, yeah, I'm just wasting pin charges like that.
You got
There we go. Toxicite, yes. Yes, they've remixed pretty much every single track that was in the original game.
Not quite the solution I was looking for.
So yeah, and Laser Rain, I'm not sure if you were around earlier for my explanation, but basically you have a specific amount of calories that you can actually eat at one time before you get too full, and once you cross that threshold, you have to go through and do some battles to actually empty out your hunger gauge so you can eat more once again. Yeah, so here we go, we have Moldy. And we just need one clue that is here. So another Ryoji's barcode, looks like a quiz.
Indeed.
So I'm kind of just going to go through all of this because it's not 100% important. And this is, oddly enough, a rather lengthy one for English. I'm presuming that this was actually a fair bit more complex in the original Japanese. So A is 1, C is 3, G is 4, so G is 7.
How come?
So pretty sure I'm right, what if I'm not? So heads over to Talk to Swallow and just make sure we can verify that indeed G equals 7. Yep, there we go. Part of the game, just want to make sure that we get it right. And yeah, this is fairly different.
Lord Rindo.
Hence part of the reason why I enjoy it so much, because it has familiar elements and familiar aspects to it, but it just adds in things that are more unusual. So here we go, shop called Veggie Lovers. And let me just have a look, what do we want? I think I'm honestly just going to get everyone a green smoothie regardless of how much they like it or hate it. So yeah, you can see in the upper right that increased our fullness by 14%, so we can do this a couple more times.
Man,
If they get hungry, do they get weaker? No, this is just a mechanic to increase your stats. Honestly, you could probably go through the whole game on easy mode and just using the pins that you get normally and clothing to increase some stats. So, and we should... where are you? Okay, you're down here. Right, so we can't quite get to you yet, unfortunately. But this person unlocks a very, very special item. Or this unlocks a very special item in the shop. Canned air. Canned air. 400 calories a piece, but it increases your style by like 6 points. And considering style is one of the most aggravating ones to actually increase, just as an example. So Nagi jackpot. So when Nagi wears this, if she has a style of 170, the drop rate will increase by 5, but you can see she is at 15 at the moment. So not necessarily something we can really go for. Anything else? Motherload. Yes, we want that. And Fret a defense boost. Okay, we can't multi-sell just yet. Sounds like a good type of game to do speedrunning. It could be quite interesting. Yes, unfortunately, you do have to follow the story. So, presumably, if you know your way around, you could probably get some short times. But I think unless you manage to get some glitches around, it's going to still be in the manner of a fair few hours. Because I had a look on how long to beat just before I started streaming this, and that has this ranked at about 50 hours to complete. And Toxicite, yes, you indeed have to upgrade your wallet. It's a social network one, so we have down here, so AGOG, or the Prince. So he basically enables us to any yen or money pins we get will automatically get sold and turned into money. And then there are 2 pin or social network upgrades. which means that you go from a maximum of 99,999 yen to 999,999, and then I think it's up to 9 million. 50 hours was completion, and I think if you wanted to go for like the actual exploration, I think it was like up to 80 hours. Okay, so we've got another barcode.
Curious.
So this says no brainer, we all know the answer, or at least we should. So who is the name of the person we are trying to find? It is Ryoji.
Oh, right.
So probably just to make sure that people aren't going around and accidentally solving all of these.
Right.
Yeah, so we've completed that one.
Hello.
So here we go, Laser Rain and also Toxicite. This is a bit for you as well. This is one of the 2 music stores in the game. This one sells all of the new music, and the other one sells like all the original The World Ends With New Music and also all the remixes. And obviously as you go further along in the story, you do get more options to buy more music. So again, you need all of these for 100% completion of the game. But the fun thing about the music is you can actually set it as your menu music if you want to. And yeah, well, I mean, you say definitely worth the money. It's kind of like 50 hours to kind of complete the game if you aren't rushing it, and then you have all the different options for pin drops and whatnot, which will take you a fair bit of time as well. Yeah, there's definitely a variety of music types in this game, and honestly, yeah, this is probably one of my favourites, Breaking Free. Yeah, unfortunately we don't really have enough money to buy some of that yet, so what do we need left? What do we have left? Okay, we need to go back to the Scramble Crossing. That is just down here. 2 more puzzles and we'll be able to progress. Just quickly checking on the time, it's 8:30 here. So we go for, well, plan is for another hour. I'm not quite sure how much we'll be able to do for the next day. Got a hole in the crossing. There it is. Okay, so another one of Ryoji's barcodes. And this is a simple spot the difference puzzle, and the answer is, this is the statue of Hachiko, but Hachiko is a dog rather than a person.
What?
There we go, we've got the next one. And then the final puzzle is, right, basically where Hachiko is.
Lord Rindo.
So again, yet another sticker, sign, a quiz. So the question is, which of the following isn't on the menu at Hachiko Cafe? So their menu isn't on their site. So we have to have a look. So iced coffee, ice cream float, the answer is milk tea. Because milk tea is actually served at a completely different restaurant.
Give me a break.
And there we go. So we should have all the numbers now. Yep, there we go. Full 6-digit set. Call Ryoji from the phone booth by Tower Records. There we go, 5,000 yen. So one thing that I am actually amused by, so they make all these references to Hachiko Cafe, and unlike the first game, they actually did manage to license a few things. So they have put in some real world companies and such in the game, but Hachiko Cafe in reality, there's actually a Starbucks there. I guess Starbucks was a little too expensive for Square Enix to really try and get into the game just for one element. So they just made it into a completely different cafe. Oh, incoming message. Greetings, sheeple of Shibuya. This is your Game Master Shiba speaking. Hope you're hungry for more on this day 4. We've got some red hot news for ya. One of our teams has already blazed through today's mission. Now the game's going on like normal without us. It's better earn us some serious points. And yeah, so in the first game, I know that Tower Records was actually spelt T-O-W-A, so it was pronounced the same but spelled slightly differently. Whereas this game, it is actually the proper Tower Records. But they still kept 104 as 104 rather than 109. I think probably because it's just that iconic to the game. So here we go, telephone. And this was also in the first game.
What's this?
This was where the microphone for one of the bands went missing, I believe. So here we go. Someone's standing in a way, giving off seriously bad vibes. So we want to do another mind dive.
Let's have a look.
And there we go. This
Shall
one
I
is
proceed
recommended
then?
level 9.
Onward I dive!
So we are a couple of levels below where it technically expects us to be, but that is absolutely fine.
Victory is all but assured.
And we should be able to wipe that. Oh. Gosh. I know there was the 7 in that band's name.
Let us tread
Having to find the tech guy in the microphone, yeah. And it's like the obviously being the whole thing is like, yeah, if you call the love of your life from that telephone booth, something something something, and I just know that one of the Reapers was very upset because he tried calling someone and it didn't work out for him.
I think we've got this.
Okay, so another bloody shark. There we go. Gotcha. Yeah, this is a little easier with the sharks later on because you do actually get pins that will actually knock them out of the water. They never seem to be as aggravating in the first game, but maybe that's just me remembering how they actually work or how to actually mitigate them back then. Oh, okay, we are struggling. But we're going to get silver and we're going to get 4 points, so hopefully. There's another one still. Oh, bronze. Oh. Well, we can always come back and repeat this day and get the extra FP anyway. That shouldn't matter too much. And there we go. Yeah, a real friend wouldn't give me busy work like this. He trusts me with the important stuff. You know what? Screw Ryoji. I'm pitching this note and cutting my ties with that sleazeball altogether. Huh? Yeah, this is the second person we've found that works for Ryoji, and this is the second person that doesn't really like. So tell the client to start with the symbol and shrink their numbers. Ryoji doesn't trust me with real work, so why should I work for him? I'm done. I'm going to find a new job, a real job.
Perhaps.
Right.
So there we go. So what we now need to do is just go in here.
Huh?
Yep.
Like, does it have to be me doing the calling? Like, fine. Want me to do it or boss? I'm afraid I'm unaccustomed to speaking with strangers over the phone. But if you insist, no, I'll do it. So, we want #9, and we do have, so 9, 7, 5, 3, and 2. There we go, moment of truth. Yo, thanks for calling the Ryoji of all trades. Meet you in front of Tower Records in a jiff. He hung up.
Hey.
But yeah, meet by Tower Records, which thankfully is just over the road. And yeah, yet neither myself nor my husband are really that good at talking over the phone. So it's kind of, we get into a situation where it's kind of like, we need to do something, and it's like, oh, it's like, okay, who needs to call? It's like, can you do it? Can you do it? And we just end up trying to talk to each other and actually kind of get things set, so we have a like set script to work from. And hey, Rindo, think that's Ryoji? Huh? So I actually cannot remember if Ryoji was in the first game or not. I think he was. He just looks a fair bit different from my recollection. Let me actually just have a look. Or I might be getting him confused with someone else. Yeah, okay, I think I'm getting him confused with someone else. He is not in the first game. There we go. So unfortunately, another person who's kind of been aggravated by the noise. So something's definitely up with him. Totally different person on the phone just now. Yep, suffers from a noise affliction. So let's do a dive.
Pardon the intrusion!
I just love the way Nagigol does that though. So here we go.
What an awful affliction.
Recommended level 9.
Ready? Galaxy Brain, activate!
Keep it together.
Yeah, no problems, Laser Rain. Thank you for dropping in and having a chat, and I'll see you around.
How's that?
Hope you enjoyed the stream, and hope you have a good rest of the day, no problem.
Let's keep it up.
Perfectly balanced.
It's over. You've got the wrong vector.
Yeah, I really do not like these pufferfish noise, because unfortunately, once you get them down, once you actually basically get them down their HP, they wander around the battlefield before they explode. So if you're not careful and you're not paying attention, you risk using up pin charge on them. Slash, you risk getting injured when they explode. Like that. Well, when they explode like that, not get injured like that. But hey, we actually finished that with a gold rating. We actually finished that with a gold rating.
Scored big on that one.
202 pinpoints. Not quite enough to master that one. But we now have 8 friendship points, and we also got a new pin, Classical Cacophony. But, oh well, ain't nothing I can do about it now. Guess he was just one step ahead of me. I'll make that money back in no time. Just gotta work my lackeys even harder.
Yo! Gotta hand it to ya! Now my buddy can finally get back to doing what he does best! Your discs did good today! Well, see you tomorrow.
Yep, well, see you tomorrow. Hey, not so fast. What about our points?
Oh, man! I can't believe you just really fell for it. A textbook swindle.
What?
How vexing.
At first, I was just gonna have a friendly chat, player to player. But then I saw how gullible you were and I couldn't help myself!
So it was all a lie? The points, the privileges, everything?
Yup! A big fat lie! And you fell for it!
Oh man, I knew it was too good to be true.
Seriously?
Oh, what's the matter? You mad, bro? Well, what are you gonna do about it? If it's a fight you're looking for, I'm raring and ready to go.
Give us a break, Beef Brain. We're beat.
Easy there, fella. Ain't no need to add injury to insult.
Oh?
Day's over and your team's still winning.
You
Give
should
the
recognize
newbies
this
a break,
person,
man.
Toxicite.
You Southsiders ain't having any fun, so you won't let us have none either, huh?
Are you two like teammates or something?
Afraid not, man. I'm flying solo today. Nice to meet you, though. Koki Karia is the name, and this is our game.
Yes, it's the lollipop.
I know better than to make any loud moves with a Reaper around. But I gotta say, there's something strange about those powers of yours. A minute to pick up, a lifetime to perfect. Let's just hope you discs learn to let loose before the week's over. Or before someone else sweeps ya. Well, that's my cue.
Hey, thanks for stepping in back there.
No need to thank me, man. Just doing my Reaperly job for once.
So this guy's a Reaper too.
Lord Rindo, today's results are in. The Deep River Society managed to take down the target, but they couldn't unseat the Ruin Bringers from the top spot.
Really grinds my gears that those liars are still winning.
Don't sweat it. Just think of this as a learning opportunity, kid. It's a player-eat-player world out there. Let your guard down, and someone's liable to swoop in and take a bite. Gotta know who's got your back, and who's just looking to stab it.
You're considerably more forthcoming with advice than the other Reapers.
That's because the other Reapers aren't as tired of seeing the same team on top as I am. Figured I'd lend some fresh faces a hand, shake things up. Maybe even get you kids to ruin the Ruin Bringers. You feel me, man?
I don't know. I feel like you're trying to trick us too, man.
Guilty as charged. Not bad, kid. Sounds like you learned your lesson after all.
Didn't realize we'd be tested so soon.
Well, you better get used to it, kid, 'cause this is just the beginning. You've got some pretty big shoes to fill here in Shibuya.
Oh?
Yep, we had a player come through once who ended up flipping the entire game right on its head. Man, what a riot that was. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of trouble you stir up. The more trouble, the better, I'd say.
It seems irresponsible of him to encourage us to make mischief.
He's looking for a show, right? Might as well give him what he wants.
Yeah, but we've got big shoes to fill.
Yes, that player sounded like quite the living legend.
Dang, a living legend. Like Napoleon or something. He is still living, isn't he?
He hasn't been for several centuries.
Ah, you're right. You must have been thinking of someone else.
Napoleon, huh?
You were thinking?
Now that was cold.
Surprised Fret knew his name.
I humbly disagree.
Then we agree to disagree.
Huh? It's from Swallow. That's so weird. They're still texting me like usual. But how? Fret's the only other person in my contacts. Huh? Wait a sec. If we're able to text like this, like when I was back in the RG, does that mean Swallows? Here in the UG too?
Oh, and I've just realised that this is actually one of the songs from the original game. Yeah, your social network has been updated. Koki Carrier. So, quite a cliffhanger there. So, who do we think Swallow is, and who do we think that person who just walked by Rindo is? Yeah, so, small spoiler, but yes, Uzuki is indeed in this game. We do see her on a couple of occasions.
Oh, I know what you kids were thinking. This guy's just a wishy-washy pushover. Well, look who's up the creek without a paddle now. How the tides have turned.
Lord Rindo, I fear we may be in rather dire straits.
You can row all you want. But you won't go gently down this stream!
The hell?
Morning. Sup?
What was that just now?
What was what?
Huh? Wait, did you see it too?
Maybe?
With the guy in a stream.
I'm just messing with you, buddy. No idea what you're talking about.
Dude, this is serious.
Chill. It was probably just a bad dream.
A bad dream? Was I sleeping? But that vision I had yesterday didn't come true. Maybe it wasn't the future after all.
I fall asleep standing up all the time, so maybe?
So what did I see just now?
Is anybody out there?
Hey, is that the boss?
Ah, there you are, Lord Rindo.
Hey, Nagi, is everything okay?
Yes, I could not discern if this were reality or some reverie. Thus, I shouted in hopes of receiving some response.
A bold approach.
And I've deduced this is indeed the waking world. 'Tis day 5.
Which means we've really got to rack up some points today.
Sure wish we had a shortcut or something. Erasing a lot of noise will only get us so far, you know.
Listen up, Zeptograms.
Mr. Minami.
The Reapers have factored themselves out of the equation today.
You casting a spell or something?
Hopefully, we won't have any trivial variables impeding our progress again. Today, we're taking charge of the game.
How do we do that?
By sabotaging the others, so we can keep the points for ourselves.
But that's cheating!
Perhaps. So you better act fast, before they can put up a fight.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Relax. The arithmetic sequences are already defined. You just have to reach within yourself and rewrite them.
Rewrite them with what?
I'll be checking your answers. And I don't forgive miscalculations.
We're getting graded for this? Wait, are you seriously a teacher? 'Cause you're absent a lot and you never send a sub.
Let's just say I'm an exception to the rules. That's all you three need to know. And not a yoctogram more.
10 to the negative 24th power. So that's 0.0000.
That's enough zeros, buddy.
So if you want to be a part of the remainder, then come on.
Well, it appears we've no choice but to heed his Radiance's call.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Though his radiance may differ from the Tomonami here in my hand, his unfettered spirit matches the Tomonami in my heart.
Is that a smirk I see, boss?
Sally forth!
And she's off.
So, what are we supposed to be doing today?
I don't know, but I'm super excited to do it. He's the Mina man with a plan, whatever it is. Plus, he's super smart and he always helps us when he's around. So we might as well do what he says, you know?
Yeah, we definitely can't put up much of a fight without him. Let's go. But what about Swallow? They might be on one of the other teams. What if we end up fighting each other? It doesn't seem like they're playing the game. Should I ask?
Hey, mission's here. Wonder what we're in for today.
Defeat the single boar made of real gold ore. A pig? One swine has already been set loose upon the city.
Jeez, already?
In addition, the upheaval rule is now in effect. Teams lower in the ranking will earn more points if they succeed.
'Tis our chance to stage a revolution.
Let's see here. So, it looks like the gilded pigs are only worth 1 point.
And the boar made of true gold ore is worth 100.
100?
Multiplied by a factor of 5 for the last place team, meaning 500?
Well, sounds like we're going on a gold rush today. If we bag that big pig, we could actually win.
We could just take down a bunch of tiny ones. They're worth 5 points apiece.
Only for the last place team. We are in second last, meaning each would be 3 points. And if the team beneath us were to poach the true gold boar first, our fate would be sealed.
That would be bad.
Then we've got no choice but to bring home the bacon! Golden bacon! Let's go, guys! Viva la revolution!
Oh yeah, Toxic Guy, you love nagging. Yeah, so do I. I just find it so amusing that she sees Minamoto and pretty much instantly falls in love with him because he is exactly like the main character that she adores in her mobile game Elegant Strategy. And of course, one big change from the first game is that now we've actually reached day 5, we have the option to go back and repeat previously completed days. So all party members, items and stats will carry over, allowing you to resolve any unfinished quests and complete each day in its entirety. And we also have an option to
What to do?
go through and actually bypass any cutscenes we've had. So let's see, did we miss anything? Yes, we missed a lot of things yesterday. We only got bronze rank in one of the dives and we had 2 other people who we needed to help out. And here we go, express yourself with graffiti. You'll earn street art throughout your adventures, which you can then use to tag the wall in the graffiti section of the records menu. There we go, beginner's luck, win your first battle. And we're probably not going to be able to reach this on this stream. There we go, full tummy, happy heart. Let's see, where should we put that one? Let's do it there. But this graffiti wall is actually in Cat Street, which we will get to visit. And this graffiti actually changes depending on what you have. So you'll actually be able to go to Cat Street, have a look at the graffiti wall, and you can see the designs you've put there. And of course you can always move these around, rotate them, repost them, whatever you want. So I'll put that one back down there. Yeah, that was one of the things that I was quite excited about when I actually found it. And of course the ever-present Noisepedia, where we can see what drops from each enemy. Well, the things that we've discovered anyway. Stylish Beam. Okay, Drum and Stinger had a 90% chance. That would be why. Yeah, unfortunately there is no option to kind of skip between things, rather unfortunately. Because ZR and ZL change between the tabs, and right and left change between the sections. So yeah. We can see here, Gay. Gay. Not 100% sure on that one. But yeah, there are 92 different noise. And actually I want to check something because we do oddly have... Okay, no. So it just looked like we had an extra bit of Okay, no, I just miscounting on that one. Actually leave that on level 10 for the moment. And so this is, I admit, going into it, this is a bit of an aggravating day because it involves a lot of time travel, and you have to make sure things get done not perfectly, but you do have to remember everything. But yeah, you're passing by someone talking about a lecture, something about Shibuya's hidden somethings or something. Yes, I plan on showing footage from some of our in-person events. Unfortunately, Buddy Rapid still hasn't shown up. Kind of hard to start without him. Public speaking isn't exactly my strong suit. Don't you worry, I'll track down Mr. Rapids right away.
Let's
So,
look it
Buddy Rapids, let's see. Online lecture, Shibuya Historical Society, self-proclaimed extra honorary president. Yeah, remember that. And then we need to come over here. And just make sure we have a look around. So we want to gather intel on the Golden Pig. And I'm not sure if I'm tempted to actually change the or make the RNS alerts a sound redeem or not. So I think it might aggravate me a little bit too much.
Whoa!
So, new information. True Gold Boar spotted at Tipsy Toes Hall, which is right here. So, hurry up, start scanning. Indeed, we have a golden pig. There we go, it is indeed a boar of some sort. Sweet, now come on, let's pop the polka. Or we could let it run away, that's possible. Might still be nearby, let's try and scan. There it is.
I must needs weather this storm.
Okay, we got this. So far, so good. Let's keep it going. So far, all right.
Ah yes, and I forgot about this. I am probably actually going to have to turn my headphones off because the noise, the sound alert that they do for that, I cannot stand it for too long. I cannot stand it for too long, so I may have to turn my headphones off shortly. So, how many points did we get? What? That's hardly any. So those were gilded? Oh, that's no good. We're going for gold here. So, another new message. True Gold Boar spotted heading towards Center Street. And there we go. So we want to come down here. And I am just going to take a very quick break because my cat is wandering around. And it is admittedly his food time. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. Just make sure he doesn't start a riot. Okay, I heard a follow while I was just away from the computer. SwaxBZ, is that? Thank you for the follow and thank you for the chat. And thank you for the compliment as well. Nice streaming. So yeah, hope you continue to enjoy the streams. So yes, Cat has been fed. He is no longer going to riot. So I just want to pop in here and show a couple of things. So as with the first game, everyone has their own food preferences. So Rindo prefers things that are kind of just gently spiced and flavoured. So something like dry-aged steak is absolutely fine for him. Fret prefers things that are a little bit out of the ordinary. Nagi is a big eater. And Minamoto kind of prefers sweet and kind of simple things. Yeah, that's his. Oh, so pretty much that's their. I love this. I love this. I love this. I'm okay with this. Let's see. Okay, so we would actually go for the tuna head, but anyway, everyone has their food preferences. There is a food item you can unlock here, grilled alligator, and it's like 999 calories, and Nagi absolutely loves it. He absolutely loves it. Okay, so where's the true gold falter? I don't see it anywhere. So this is the Deep River Society. I'd rather avoid another fight for now. Let's slip past them. Oh, by the way, I got my hands on some choice info about the next body of water. Oh yeah? What'd you hear? You're gonna love this. It's the Shibuya River. Apparently she's already finished. No way! Oh man, I can't wait to see. Right, I know an exhibition's coming up, but I can't recall the details. So, which river is your favourite? Maybe the Sakawa River, I mean those curves. So that's your type, huh? I'm more of a Torne River guy myself. Oh, you like him older with a little history. I can go with that flow. They were really into rivers. So they've gone and we can head over to Center Street. And look who it is, it's Ryoji. So what do you think he's up to? These stuffed animals just ain't selling. Won't be able to finish a job at this rate. So yeah, he is. Today's job for Ryoji is trying to sell off these pigs. Like, these babies are taking Shibuya by storm. Get them while they're hot. They're creepy cute, so ugly they're adorable. They're petting wares at a client's request. So, nothing we can do about it. Feeding mice is one thing, but changing them is another matter entirely. And let me just have a check, because I think we probably want to change up our pins. So, let's see. Won't evolve. Okay, let's see. Thunder and lightning. Shogun will evolve, as will Onimaru. So let's give that one to Rindo. And this is an L pin. Yeah, let's give that one to Nagi. And what other ones did we have? Classical cacophony. We have no idea on the evolution on that one. Basically, some of these pins, in a change for how it was done for the DS version, instead of having the 3 different types of pinpoints, the battle, shutdown and mingle, they've actually now made it so that some pins will only evolve if they are equipped by a certain person. You do get an option very late in the game to unlock a skill in the social network to see what the evolution requirements are for it, but as we don't quite know that one, let's have a look just up ahead. So this is another X pin, this is an R pin called Koni Koni, Oh yes, we definitely need that one. There we go, Shoal, that is your new pin. And what is this one? Rapturous Rabbits. And obviously Tiger Punks. So Rapturous Rabbits, let's go for you. Toxicite, really liking how they made the UI. Such an improvement from how cluttered the screen looked in the original. Yeah, I think there's also a benefit in that they have a lot more space to work with. So you obviously have all the pins that you can equip. You have like the power affinity levels, what specific psych it is, what it does, the beat drop options, how often you can use it, how long it will take to reboot, whether it will evolve, how fast it will grow, and the value if you want to sell it. So did we actually really pick up anything? Yes we did, so 35. Who has... Yeah, you have that style, so we'll grab that for you. And everything else is being worn by other people. Okay, that is fine. So we do have 8 points. Okay, which one are you? Tower Records. And this is someone we can go and help today. So yeah, all of these social networks do actually explain the links between them. So obviously we have Rindo, Fret, Nagi and Minamoto, and everyone is connected onto that. So if we come down here, so Justice Burger Waitress, a college student who boasts a special way with words when serving customers. In fact, she's the one who came up with most of the shop's iconic catchphrases. She took an immediate interest in Fret and always greets him with a hearty hello, hence why that is one of his social network links. So we have Nagi Usui here, and then IGOG. He voices a character in the popular game Elegant Strategy, though the collaboration has yet to be announced. So that is why he is linked to Nagi. And then obviously Shoal Minamoto has a couple of people around here. And then up here, we don't quite know that because we haven't been able to unlock things. So we definitely want to make sure that we can unlock this person as soon as we can, so we can get the special item from Veggie Lovers.
Hey!
Hey, you there, buongiorno. Uh-huh. Hey there, whoever you are. Oh, phew, I wasn't sure if you'd hear me, but perfecto. Perfecto? You three must be players. Wait, don't tell me. Let me guess. There's Meshanstonedes, right? Wicked Twisters. Meshantonedes? Oh, the Wicked Twisters. Are you with the Reapers then? No. You were perfecto the first time. Hey, super glad I ran into you. Gotta give gracias to fate for bringing us together. Aye. Whoops, guess I forgot to introduce myself. But you probably already know who I am. Yeah, why don't you just go for it anyway? Aye, it would be my place here. Yeah, Rindo is not impressed.
Oh,
So here we go. Okay, and I completely skipped by that. My name is Motoi Anazawa. I'm the leader of the Pure Hearts. Yeah, I think I understand all. So the leader of the Pure Hearts, huh? He's getting thrown into this game without any prior warning. Kill surprise, am I right? Oh, speaking of the game, how goes La Mission? You aren't from around here, are you? Don't be fooled by my impeccable pronunciation. I'm as Japanese as curry rice. I just travelled a ton, that was all. I was quite the international sightseer when I was alive. So you were a professional tourist. I prefer citizen of the world, but yes, there's nothing like taking a deep breath at the airport and inhaling all the pathogens. Hey, Alegria, I think you and I will get along smashingly. I cannot fathom engaging with you any further. So, is there anything I can help you with? Kind of curious about the other teams. How far along they are. Who they are, even. Well, let's see. There's yours truly, then Canon and Fuya, and of course the Ruin Bringers. So, there's 4 other teams. Exactamente. As for how they're doing with the mission, I'm afraid even I can't say. So much for helping us. I can say though that something seems different about Fuya. Je ne sais quoi. I should mention he's the leader of the Deep River Society. Those guys. I've got a hunch he's been biding his time, waiting for this day to come. He knows if his team performs really well today, they can easily escape last place. Which is where you 3 are right now. Oh, but I don't mean that in a bad way. Is there a good way to be in last place? What I mean is that you 3 are in last place because you just joined. In other words, your presence is keeping the DRS afloat. But if you give it your all today, I say their ship is sunk. Of course, they recognise this, so they're probably going to give it their all too. I guess that means we're the underdogs. Is that why Mr. Minami said we needed to cheat to win? Well, excuse me. That's about all I've heard. Anything else I could do for you? Not that I can think of. Hey, you sure? Nothing else your pal Motoi can help you with? Well, I guess it'd be nice if you knew a way for us to talk to people on the street. Oh yeah, looks like they don't even know we're there.
Oui.
Ah, que claro. Unfortunately, there isn't much you can do aside from imprinting. Imprinting? Oh, whoops, did I slip back into French? Nope, I have just no idea what that is. Oh, really? But it's one of the fundamental powers afforded to us. Us being the players, of course.
See.
And what does it allow us to do, pray tell? Well, you take a word that pops into your head. You know, a noun, a verb, an adjective. Spare me this grammatical torture. And then you pop it into someone else's. Give them a sec to process this new info, and voila, you've changed their mind. That's how you influence folks in the RG. Sounds a touch more indirect than my own methodology. Yeah, a little less invasive. Well, it's been a blast, but I should probably get back to my team. Thanks for your help. No problem, mi amigo.
Au revoir.
Until we meet again, au revoir. That guy didn't seem very rivalry to me. Me neither. It may have been a ruse meant to lower our defences. True, but it's like he was so fake nice that there's no way it wasn't real, you know? Yeah, sort of. I will concede that the information he provided about imprinting seemed valuable. I dare say it might help us expedite our efforts to complete today's mission. Rather foolish of a supposed rival to aid us in our plight. Yeah, maybe he's not such a bad guy after all. See? I told you so. So what are we waiting for? Let's go find a test subject for this imprinting thing. There we go, imprinting new ideas. Rindo and the gang can't communicate directly with folks on the street, but they can use certain keywords to imprint people with new ideas and influence their behaviour. Scan around town to obtain new keywords. So amusingly, this was actually called memes in the first game, which was kind of before memes were really a thing. So I'm not 100% sure why they changed it for this game, but oh well. So nobody's buying these things. What the hell can you say to get people to buy something so damn ugly? So there we go. So come up with a cool slogan for him to use. What about the golden pig? Oh, yeah. This could be the opportune moment to test out our new ability. Influence over the actions of others could prove invaluable. Would be a pity if we were unable to fully leverage it in a time of need due to lack of practice. You've got a point. There, let's give him a little nudge and then bam, done so, out to here. So what should we imprint on him?
Let's have a look.
So there we go, new keyword, meat. And because I don't really want to do any battles, I'm just going to quickly scan around.
Let's have a look.
For the people, there we go. So high quality. Oh yes, and we also have natural puppy up here. Not natural puppy, shepherd house.
Hello!
So anything here, Nagi attack boost, she doesn't have the style, shock resistance, and a time bomb pin, which I don't really like the bomb pins at all. They just seem a bit
Let's have a look.
tricky. So there we go. Protect. And there's also this sign here. So a poster, best friend, like someone who sticks with you no matter what. Perfect for your best stuffed animal friend, don't you think? Yeah, you can also pick up keywords just from walking around and conversations. Anyone else there? It doesn't look like.
Let's have a look.
And doesn't look like anyone else there. Just making sure I get as many of the keywords as I can.
Gotta focus.
Ah, there we go. The new. Oh no, that's not a That's not a keyword. That's a dive. So we'll come back over here and put in. Let's try and protect your best friend. How about a piggy pal for you to protect? Nah, this one's got a place only a sow could love. Yeah, that didn't work. Gotta pick some better words.
Gotta focus.
Okay, so nothing around here. Oh, wait, hang on.
Let's have a look.
Gotta focus.
Okay, nothing around there. See, the thing is, I know what keyword I'm looking for, but I don't seem to be able to get it. Let's actually go back to Tipsy Toes Hall, was it? And see if there is... Yeah, Tipsy Toes Hall. Let's just have a look around and see if there is a keyword we can see here. Doesn't look like it, so we may indeed need to go and do that dive. Yep, we're going to have to go and do that dive from the looks of it, which is no matter because it should be relatively easy to do, even if we do have a few new pins on our not schedule, on our
Gotta focus.
Okay, anyway, so dive recommended level is level 11. That should be fine. We should be absolutely fine to do that.
Well, you asked for it.
We've got this in the bag.
Okay, so we have frogs doing increased damage, but they are very easy. They go down very, very easily. And there we go. Yes, we have indeed got a few new better pins, at least in terms of their function, and seems to be how they are working and synergizing with each other as well. Of course, they don't really work with the flying enemies too much.
So careless.
There we go, get back on the ground, and that is better. And this last one. Still got gold.
Oh, this is gonna be easy.
And scorpions. So we also have big noise, and when they say big, they mean big.
How's that?
Okay, 100% through. But let's just keep going on these. And unfortunately, we are back to... Okay, that is not going to do anything. Oh, okay, I completely missed that we were almost dead. Whoops. Let's try that again. Okay, that is us just being completely kicked out. So actually, let's change our pins because these will not work that well. Yep. So we want ones that are not going to necessarily need us to be 95, 207. Yeah, let's go for the old, the last, or the two kind of standbys. Yeah, I completely missed that toxic. I didn't realise we were going to be damaged that much. But the thing is, we're on normal difficulty. We've not dropped our level. So this is honestly just a
I foresee no difficulties.
unfortunate result of us being just generally low level, low stats. But yeah, the good thing is, with these pins that we just changed over to, Minamoto and Nagi can actually attack the enemies regardless of where they are.
You think so?
Aside from, of course, when they head away, out of range of Nagi's attack.
Our party is equipped to win.
But of course, because of that, we should be able to attack a lot easier. And there we go.
For my humble contribution.
Perfecto.
There we go. I love seeing that little weak flash up. That just tells you you're doing a good job when you've got some good pins against those enemies. So I think we are probably going to go for birds. Like basically get them attack with one person, get them to stay still, and then just use. Okay, we've poisoned once again. There we go. Get the. Oh goodness. Okay, we are. Wow. Okay, we survived that with a third of our HP. I think we only got bronze.
That's
yeah.
not so bad, right?
Only got bronze, but we did get a new pin. Once again, Icky Beam. Yep, there we go, just bronze. So, next one. And there we go, yep, we did need to do that dive. You know what? I'm going to quit that stupid job. It's time I went on a trip somewhere far away and got the peace of mind I deserve. So here we go. So we'll go over to the OG and imprint. So protect your peace of mind. I got it. This little piggy will protect your peace of mind. So he should now successfully start selling pigs. Wow, I think I got it. You there, you look like you could use a little something to soothe your aching heart. Give this baby a feel, it's super soft. Oh, soft and soothing sounds like perfect right now. Yeah, my heart could use some healing after those evals. And there we go, the people love it. So this is how imprinting works. His wares are selling startlingly well all of a sudden. Man, I must be some kind of marketing genius, wouldn't you say so, boss? Perhaps. Oh, come on, can't I get a few more syllables? Anyway, looks like Ryoji can take it from here. This imprinting thing could really come in handy.
Oh?
Hark, we have received word regarding the mission. Spain Hill is now open. True Gold Force spotted heading towards Spain Hill. So this is another one that was in the original game. So there we go. Favourite is another word that has just been added. And let's actually go into Spain Hill. So this one is quite different from how I remember it in The World Ends With You. Partly because it's not just a flat plain. No, the piggy was supposed to be here. Well, let's scan and see if it still is. Well, not quite yet. So rather unfortunately. So there we go, some Deep River Society guys. Their awareness of our presence suggests they reside in the UG. 'Tis unmistakable. Those are the scoundrels who prevented me from buying my beloved pin yesterday. I just love the fact that actually Nagi uses the word yesterday. I remember seeing a thing going around saying it's like, okay, we have a word for the previous day and the next day. Why don't we have a word for the previous day of the previous day and the next day of the next day? It's like, we do. They're called yesterday and overmorrow. So she is saying that those were the ones who stopped her from getting the Elestra pins 2 days ago. Well, they may look like geeks, but they're ready to kick our asses at any second. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not down to deal with that. Yeah, let's try to avoid them. And go off a bit more, and we see this person. Curtis, where is this confounded place? I swear if I miss this lecture... Yeah, he looks pretty lost. Yeah, pretty peeved too. Keeps grumbling to himself. Normally I'd say we should help him, but we'd have to do the whole scanning and imprinting thing, and we don't really got time for that right now. Yeah, we can worry about him after we find the golden pig. So unfortunately the hot dog stand that used to be here in the first game has now been replaced by a bubble tea shop.
Hello.
A very much sign of the times. However, this one does thankfully give quite a few style points to everyone. Unfortunately, Nagi absolutely hates them. Okay, she's okay with the matcha one. The milk tea, nope, definitely not. And the strawberry bulba, absolutely not. Okay, fine. Oh, you know what? Actually, you're getting the mango one. Everyone gets the mango one. I don't care if you don't like it.
Man, I am
And now we
starving.
feast.
Doesn't taste
This
that
tastes
bad.
pretty good.
I shan't be ordering that again.
I shan't be ordering that again. I just love their reactions when you give them something they absolutely detest. Okay, so that takes us up to 96% fullness.
Let's eat.
And now we feast.
Doesn't taste that bad.
Pretty tasty.
I shan't be ordering that again.
There we go.
Thanks, and come
Minamoto has gotten a decent amount of style now. Unfortunately, so you do now have the HP boost. Unfortunately, not enough style for that one. You have nothing. You're not wearing that. So mother load increases the drop rate by 1. And then I think we'll go up here, check the other couple of stores that are around. So never really thought about why it's called Spain Hill. And apparently the reason is not because there was a population of Spanish people who decided to start living here. It's named that because apparently it looks like a Spanish town, or at least a Spanish street. So we have Natural Poppy and another Jolly Bacol. So let's just have a look in here. Brand Ambassador, HP Boost, just a more general one. Resonance, so increases the power of Natural Poppy brand pins. Frosty Synergy, Regen, so I think we will grab that one for Rindo. And we have Shrapnel Rounds. So this is basically you toss trash at people. So that requires 1 force rounds and 1 rare metal. So yes indeed, we'll grab that one. Trade mastered pin for that item. Indeed we will.
Thank you. Do come again.
And Jolly Bacol, let's just have a look what's here.
Well,
So, oh, we've actually got a shirt for Nagi, HP boost, and it only requires 15 style. Burn resistance, kinetic synergy. And, okay, yes, we need to sell a couple of pins for this. We need to sell a couple of pins for this. Okay, and let me just see. So there are pin trades, as we've just seen in this game, hence why I am not selling every single one. But yes, Gust of Gorgeous, we need that pin. We need that pin, and I am going to immediately... Okay, does not evolve. Yes, I am immediately giving that to Shoal Minamoto. And you, I am going to... Yes, give you back the Shogun Void pin. Any other ones here? That will evolve in 1 level, as will that one. So then go back here, reds, So this will be regen, regularly restores a small amount of the team's HP through battle. And Nuggy gets the shirt. And don't think there's anything else. Let me actually just see, is there anything that is not specific to someone? Okay, yep, we'll actually get Minamoto in the tight denim skirt. And I think that will probably do. So, let me just snooze the next ad break because we are not going to be wanting to do that. And I think this is probably where we are going to leave things off for today. So let me just go in. I know it auto saves, but I still want to actually just have a few files around just in case. So next time we need to scan Spain Hill for the golden pig and try and find the pure gold-ored pig. How successful we are going to be is another matter because we've already been told that it's moved across a couple of places anyway. Let me just bring up the see you next time option. Make sure my face is actually visible. And so yeah, I did actually look up Spain Hill the other week. So in the heart of Shibuya, among the neon lights, karaoke boxes, love hotels, and all the other weird stuff the area is packed with, there is a particular little street called Udagawa-cho, or popularly known as Spain Zaka. It's said the nickname comes from its resemblance to a typically Spanish street. Some Tokyoites claim the name Spanish Hill actually comes from Rome's Piazza di Spagna because apparently the stairs in the street are similar to Spanish steps. So, starts, goes up a little hill, finishes 100 meters later. So it is a tiny little street anyway. So yeah, it is just a interesting little thing. So Toxikai, gotta go to the gym. See you. All have a good night. Yep. Hope you have a good workout session, and hopefully I will see you at some point in the next stream. Thank you for popping by and having a chat, and also to everyone who's popped in to watch, keep the stream on in the background. We've had a couple of people following. Thank you very much for all of that. I appreciate it a lot. So let's just go and see if there's someone we can raid. Okay, Odd Top is still playing Genshin Impact, so let's actually go and raid him. Odd Top TV. There we go. We will go and raid Odd Top in a short while. Say hello to him. And oh, okay, raid and is that? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I don't think that is going to work for everyone, but because I don't think my emotes are actually usable by other people for the moment. But yeah, so I finally put up a raid message, so I'm going to be using that. Let's go in and say hello to Odd Top.